Electronic Arts.
Okay, that may have been a little bit louder than I was expecting, but hey. Hello everyone. It's time for one that I've been most looking forward to in the Need for Speed-a-Thon, and no, don't worry, it's not frozen. I've just alt-tabbed out, so it's already would have loaded by now. But this is the one I've been really looking forward to doing. It is Need for Speed High Stakes, one of my all-time favorite racing games, probably my favorite in the Need for Speed series. I've already done an LP of the PS1 version of this game a couple years ago, but now, here on stream, I'm going to be doing the PC version. So, this should be really exciting. This actually might be, if the length goes the way it is, this one actually might be the first Need for Speed stream that goes more than one stream. Because this game actually has a career mode. So that should be interesting to look at. But for the time being, let's quickly turn on the Discord so people can be heard. And 3, 2, 1. They can hear you now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Need for Speed 4.
Indeed.
Good game.
It's one of my favorites. So I'm so I just have my phone up, so I'm just watching stream, and it does look like it's picking up, which is good. Now the good thing too about High Stakes, unlike with Hot Pursuit, is I don't have to worry about moving any saves out, because with career play, I can just create a player. In fact, I don't seem to even have one. So we're going to go and create a profile here. So I'll just call it Thunder because that's my name. And with that, it gives us an option to purchase our initial car. So let's see, we're given $25,000 to start with. Now this save does have all the cars available, but I believe the ones that are brighter are the ones we can afford. So any of them that are a darker shade means they're just out of the price range. So it gives us the option between a BMW Z3 and, if we can quickly go down here, a Mercedes-Benz SLK 230. So,
Thunder, you bastard, you started streaming without me again.
I've been streaming for like 5 minutes.
That's still 5 minutes too many.
Shut up. Anyways, Speed for Stakes High Need. Is there any difference between the PC and PS1 version? Oh, there's plenty. There's a lot.
Oh,
there's
yes.
a huge difference.
Primarily in the area of graphics, if I'm honest. And while, yeah, the PC version may look better, kind of, it's still trying to be modern in a way that the PS1, it wasn't even remotely trying. Like, you don't have nearly the level of shine, and cars look a little... how would you describe it? It's like there's this massive gap between PlayStation 1 quality, but it looks and feels a lot better than the PC version. Then again, it might just be my nostalgia speaking, but I absolutely love the look of 3 and 4 on the PS1 over the PC.
Fair enough. No, I don't. I can totally see why, personally.
It's embraced its limitations, and it's not trying to push the absolute limit.
I think that was the idea, though. They wanted to make it look visually amazing for 1998 and 1999. That's why.
So that's why it's called high stakes. Yeah.
So yeah, one of the things too is like Test Drive 6. This actually lets you freely choose your color. Like, it has a custom color, so that means I can actually put the dark blue that I had on the Z3 on the PS1 version. At least get something close to and put that on here. So
I think Need for Speed 3 also had that as well.
It did,
which is nice.
So yeah, because I much prefer the Beamer over the Mercedes, I'm gonna go with the Z3. So,
Woo.
oh, I accidentally went a little too far back. But anyways, we got our car. We got $5,000. And similar to the PS1 version, there are some upgrades that we can put to our car. But we can't afford any of them right now.
You're broke.
But if you can kind of see, the upgrades actually do... And I like that it really shows the stats like this way. It's really detailed. You can see just how much of a difference they make when you apply them to this car. There's also some visual things too, but we're not quite there yet. And also too, you can either have the convertible roof up or down, which is always neat. I like that. I like the little touches like that. And just like I forgot to show it at Need for Speed 3, but it's similar in high stakes anyways. You get and Need for Speed 2 and the first Need for Speed for that matter, you get your little showcase and you can show it off. There's also on this there's an interior view, which is for the most part just an image they took back in the day. It's neat, but doesn't really add to anything. Just a visual aesthetic, I guess, if you want to just see things about it. And then you get like a little.
When the designers at BMW first penned
you get like
the Z3 Roadster.
You get like a slideshow. I'm not going to keep it on that screen because otherwise that voice is going to drown me out. Anyways, just thought I'd get that stuff out of the way. Now I don't know if it's just because of this particular version of the game I have, but if you enter the trophy room, you can actually see it. You can see all the stuff you can get. But there's also cheat codes, and it just gives you all. It just lists all the cheat codes here. So, yeah, that is available. I'm not gonna use any of these though, because I don't need them. So
maybe in the arcade mode later.
Yeah, maybe later. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna enter the first of these tournaments. We got a 3-track tournament. It's the European Tour, skill level amateur, 5 opponents, 2 laps. Restriction class is open, but since it's the first race, we only have B class to work with. So, and there's no entry fee for this one, so that's nice. There are some you do need you need an entry fee for.
They come later.
Yes.
3, 2.
And they can occasionally get really freaking expensive, like everything else in this game.
So this is the game's like widescreen mode. I just thought I'd show it off because, hey, this is what it looks like. But as you can see, it has like these black bars, and I'm personally not a huge fan of that. So yeah, we're not going to be, even if it is technically a little more widescreen, I'm not going to be using that because, well,
it looks like we're in a damn movie theater.
Yeah, and I prefer it to be taking up the whole screen. So that's what I'm going to do.
Full screen.
That way, that way you see more of what's going on. So, anyways, so one thing about this game too that was also another new addition to high stakes, similar to the PS1 version, is damage. You can actually damage your car. It'll affect the look of it and the performance of it. Now, there's a bunch. Now, one thing I also like about this game, as well as Hot Pursuit on PC, is you can adjust the HUD to give it more, so you can make it look more like the way you want it. This is my personal preference, having the time there on the left, the speedometer, a HUD, which is unfortunately cut off because of my little banner at the top.
Oops.
I also have a rear view mirror, which is also kind of cut off. And then it's kind of mostly cut off on the right, but I also see there's also a damage thing, which is sorted by percentage. So right now I've nicked a couple things. I'm on all I have right now is just about 2% body damage. Everything else is okay. We're all 0 on everything else. And the handling in this game, High Stakes, is a lot looser than it is on Hot Pursuit. It's what I felt like with Hot Pursuit, it takes a little more effort to get cars around the corner. You gotta really force it now. But with High Stakes, they feel like you could definitely swing the car a lot more. You get in a lot of ways, it feels a bit more grippy as a result. I guess I am 0 now, probably. I don't know. I'm also 0.1.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're not spouting off on LS swapping RX-7s left and right, so you can't be 0
Jason,
just yet.
thank you, Jason Poland, for the host.
Oh yeah, Thunder. When you mention the handling, it's like it feels the exact same to me as it did in Hot Pursuit.
Not to me, it doesn't. I feel like
if you play the PS1 versions, you will notice the difference.
Which I haven't.
You should, just because in
Yeah, now give me the money to play them.
well, you can literally just go find the ROMs
Or give me the
online.
ROMs for them.
Yeah, I can get you the ROMs, like easy. But
I'm
let me
doing
just
I'm doing
describe-
all right,
Just
Jason.
go on the massive backlog list.
Yes. So, basically, with Hot Pursuit, they were going for a much more arcadey feel. With
Yes.
High Stakes, it's way more sim-focused. The steering's a lot heavier. The cars, you can't slide them around every turn like you could in Hot Pursuit.
It's funny because that's the case with the PS1 version, whereas the PC it's the other way around.
That's... I was trying to describe the PS1 version, but okay, yeah.
Lay oops.
I know, but yeah, it's. Do I have the camera I like using? No, I don't have that set. I'm gonna just show the other cameras. You got a far out camera, which is all right. It's kind of similar to the one in Hot Pursuit. Then you have this one, and then you've got an interior view, which this time is not isn't like a static image picture with a rotating wheel. It's actually a more properly modeled thing. Low quality though, because you know, $19.99. But it's much nicer. Anyways, there is other options for camera, so I'm gonna switch over. I think the one I like to use is this one, the high cam. Nope, that's not it. That isn't it. That's not quite what I was looking for.
Mayhaps it's roof cam.
Could be roof cam. Let's take a look. Bumper in.
I mean, I always prefer to use the in-car cam.
Let me check heli cam. Almost. I think the problem is it's still a little too far away from the one I'm looking. For the one that I'm looking for, though. Also, whenever you come to a race like this where there's jumps, always expect suspension damage. I finished with 5% suspension damage.
Lovely.
So anyways, after each race, you can do is you can either keep your car going or you can repair the damage. Because we didn't damage the car too much, it's going to cost us just a mere $88.
Or you could just completely ignore it.
That's what I just said.
Don't you get safe driving bonuses in this game too, or is that only in the PS1 version?
That's maybe on this version, but I would imagine it's a lot harder because your car can take suspension damage from jumps. Not severe suspension damage, but a little bit of suspension damage. I'm trying to remember what. Yeah, okay, I believe it was actually the roof cam. Anyways, I'm gonna set that as so because I personally like the roof cam. It's a very nice camera. All right, well, next race though is Landstrasse. Celtic Ruins was the first track here, which is interesting because it's the first track in the PC version, but it is. But
It's the first in the PS1.
No, so Celtic Ruins is the first in the PC version, but in the PS1 version, it's unlockable. This is the first track in the this is the first track in the PS1 version. Landstrasse.
Brain fart.
An interesting thing though, Kindiak Park, which is one of the 3 tracks unlocked at the start of the high stakes, not the case in the Australian version.
Durham Road.
Yes, Durham Road is one of the 3 tracks unlocked from the start because it's instead of saying, "Oh, this is from England," they decide, "No, this is from Australia."
Because Australian players.
Yes. Something like that, maybe. So yeah, you can kind of see just how easy the first batch of cars is. I also should have had an opponent list. I want that on so we can actually see. There we go. How far they are. And yes, there are maps to have them show the whole screen. I've also got maps scaled all the way just because I kind of like that. I can't take my eyes off how he jiggles his hands across the steering wheel.
God damn it.
Gotta steer, gotta go fast, bro.
Then you go in an interior view and then there's not even any hands.
It's just steering wheel.
Everybody likes to jiggle.
Heck.
They have to. You can kind of see though. This Land Stress has a. Whereas Celtic Ruins isn't too far off of its PS1 counterpart, Land Stress looks notably different. Like whereas the PS1 version set the daytime is actually more like either I guess maybe early morning or sunset. This just looks more like daytime in the PC version.
Time of day differences.
Commence the jiggle. Is this gonna become the jiggle stream? I guess so.
Whistle song by Jules Santana in the distance.
Don't even know who that is.
He's the dude who did the whistle song in Tokyo Drift,
Okay.
I think.
Either
Yeah.
that or she wants to move by NERD.
Now there's a group I haven't heard of in a long time.
They kind of disappeared, like with most bands.
Yep.
Oh, accidentally nicked that a little bit somehow.
Good job, Thunder. You did it.
I didn't get any damage from that, but that did happen.
You still did it.
I'm aware.
proud of you.
Yes, I'm aware. I still did it, Dad.
But wait, I'm younger than you.
What? No. Yes, you are actually.
You tried, Thunder.
No, I just knew.
He knows.
Oh, that was poor. I managed to get an extra % of steering damage from that, but that's about it. It's 1% engine, 2% steering, 1% body, 2%. Oh, hitting that one sign. It's now 2% engine, steering, body, and 3% suspension.
What's the matter, old man? Don't like our jiggling?
Old man, he's only 30.
You're old.
Numbers, I can number.
And can you only count to 4?
Probably.
One,
Okay,
two,
good.
3.
Start over!
Shit. Anyway, so there we go. There is another one. That is the second of the races. We'll just give another quick repair to our car. $143 this time.
Not again.
And continue. Oh, Rubber Band Sal. Or Rubber and Sal. I thought it was Rubber Band. I remember my favorite car from this game was the 911. Well, I mean, it is a good car in this game. On both versions, that is. And now finally Route Adolph. Or Route Adolph. Which is, oh, it is supposed to be Rubber Band, okay. And and then there's this where it's kind of like... But someone in Cruise Broadcast typed it Rubberand.
Oops.
Copied it quickly before checking. Fair enough. But yeah, you stuck with Rubber End for 2 months. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I like how that very tiny leap, like that, just that measly jump, gave me a % of suspension damage. That's probably why I imagine clean driving bonus really isn't a thing in this game. Rubber and Sal. That's what it is. What do you mean rubber and what? Rubber and Sal. That's the what part cleared out for you.
I was gonna say, Angel, it's right on the tin, you dummy.
Iced.
Yeah, I will admit though the damage is a nice little addition, but I think they did get a little carried away with it. So it's like the game's even trying to like, no, you can't jump. It's like, well, that's kind of impossible with some of these tracks.
Well, I mean, you could go really, really slowly, but that defeats the point of a Need for Speed game.
Exactly. It's like who wants to do that? I don't want to do that for sure. Your bro mentioned.
I was gonna say, if I wanted to play Need for Slow, I'd go play Euro Truck Simulator
Oh,
or something.
he usually does mention me whenever I do streams most of the time if he's ever around. He's a nice person for doing that, because I appreciate the extra
angle.
people.
I think. I don't know.
Sal Mustella.
I'll even put up with this guy.
Oh boy. Okay. I like how the AI has not even been close this entire time. Sia is the guy in second place, and he's 20 seconds behind.
Well, Thunder, that's what you're saying to the rest of the pack. See ya.
Because Sal's an absolute whore for Classic NFS, and basically what Classic NFS where as soon as I talked about yesterday. Well, you're welcome. Because I'm basically going through all the Need for Speed games in chronological order.
Yay!
Salute! At the patrol!
Should be interesting. No, you're not right, you're left.
You're up.
I thought he was down.
Okay, fuck it, he's D-pad. That means you're gonna... Wait, means that you're gonna have to play Undercover in 2015? Yep, I am. That's gonna happen eventually.
Eventually.
If I'm gonna... I have to keep to my promise about playing in chronological order, so that means it's going to happen.
Congratulations! You have successfully completed this.
Also, Thunder, I find this hilarious that you were the only Z3 in the entire field.
Right? Okay, this is the thing I like to, I'll admit. Hey, an extra $5,000.
To the next circuit.
So, to answer your question, Angel, never, because I'm playing it on PS2. Unless the Wii version's easier to emulate, which I wouldn't be surprised if it happens to be that. But I'd rather play the PS2 version because it probably has the better control scheme. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Now you're not. What about Nitro? If I can get Nitro working, I will. You also have to play V-Rally and Motor City Online and World and Nitro. Well, there's one problem with some of those. V-Rally, that's not a problem at all, obviously. Motor City Online, that's offline now. And technically not, even though it's, based off Need for Speed Engine, not Need for Speed name, so I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch. World, there's not really any point to that one since it's not tech properly online. And then Nitro, I'm already gonna, as I just mentioned, I'm gonna Nitro it.
Yeah, that depends. Which version of Nitro?
The Wii? Isn't there only one version of Nitro?
Nope,
No.
there's a DS version.
Well, fuck that, I'm playing the Wii version then.
I heard that the DS version is okay for what it is, but superior version.
You should try 911 against Port McLaren F1 on PS1, expert with pursuit and traffic.
Didn't he do something like that?
Yeah, but not with not with traffic or pursuit. And to be fair, I will admit I kind of got lucky with that one. So.
Yeah, because the AI
Well,
did done.
yeah, World's. Wait, what's properly online? World? Well, kind of, but it's, I don't know. I haven't played World in a while, and I kind of honestly fell out of interest in keeping up with the whole thing online theme. talk about the Wii meme cars. What, you mean the 911 GT2 that has the M3 livery on it? Is that the meme car you're referring to? Anyways, let's repair the damage one more time. And because I can actually afford to do so now, let's put an upgrade. Let's put an upgrade on the car. Let's give it a little more. Give it a little more power.
A little more bounce to the end.
Yes, 6,000. Cost 6,000 to do that, and in result, we end up getting a more aggressive-looking Z3 package. Actually, it looks kind of nice. I like the wheels that it changed to as well.
And Hank Hill gains a helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a helmet now. Anyways, no, oh, hang on. I think that's the same one I just did. No, it's not, actually. Okay, fine. That's good. Alright, continue. Back to Celtic Ruins for the first race. Yeah, I don't know. If the Wii version just plays better, I might just do that, but I'd rather just do the PS2 version, probably because it has the better control scheme. And oh, hey, look at this. We've got some different cars in this race. I mean, there's still some Mercedes, but we've got a couple Ford Falcon XR8s. One of them apparently being driven by someone called Fat Cat.
What a name.
Also, it's raining.
Yeah, Thunder, you forgot to put the top up.
I don't
Now
care.
you're gonna get all wet.
I'm fine. I've got a helmet.
I know you have a helmet, but still.
Oh, it supports a GameCube controller? Yeah, that's probably true. I don't know.
What, Nitro?
No, undercover.
It does.
Oh, I
All
might.
the Wii titles have GameCube support, or GameCube controller support.
I might look at. Oh, all right. Well, like I said, whichever one emulates better is the one I'll play then. So long as the Wii version isn't missing things the PS2 version has, that's fine. But yeah, we got Mr. Game, Rubber Nick without the vowels, Fat Cat, Sleepy, and Nasty with 2 A's.
Yes. Since one of the bandits became
If he's so
AI.
nasty, then why isn't he in first, trying to take me out? Dolphin emulates virtually everything better than PSX2 at this point. That is true. But my PS2 controls, bruh. No, just kidding. Don't forget this Nemesis and PS1 version of High Stakes. That's also a thing. It must be amusing. Anyone who probably looks at my stream and they look at the donation goal and they think, wait a minute, that's not a Need for Speed game. I know it's not, but it's there anyways.
what, GT Sport?
No, I already have GT Sport thanks to Q.
Yes, Zero, he's collecting money to get another copy of GT Sport.
Yes.
Steelbook edition.
I gotta have every Gran Turismo Sport copy at my local game store.
Just all of them.
Clickbait titles. Well, hey, you say ew, meanwhile here you are. So, guess who won the game this time? Haha. Yeah, he also got me he's also the reason I'm able to play Need for Speed Payback. So, to be honest, I'm actually very grateful that he allowed me to do that.
Good guy Q.
How did you get Need for Speed Payback?
Through his account on PS4.
Oh, he has a copy of Need for Speed Payback?
Yep. It's a digital copy, which means I was able to get it from him to be able to play it.
Why has he not been playing it then?
His PS4 has been out of commission for the time being. Needs to get repaired. Ooh, that was a pretty violent landing.
He gifted me a copy of Metal Memes Rising not too long ago.
The fact that you're so nice under all those memes. Wait, he is? When
I
is he?
thought
I'm just
he was just born as a meme.
Well, he is.
That makes sense.
So he's a shit poster with a heart of gold.
Yes.
Got it.
Again, I won by nearly 30 seconds.
You placed first.
They're not even trying. It's like really bad.
It's like, this is amateur difficulty.
Exactly. Amateur, yet it's like really easy, so. If you play Hot Pursuit 2 will be both for PC and PS2, yes. And I'm not saying yes as a meme, I'm saying yes as in that's actually going to be the case.
God.
Simply
Have
because
fun suffering.
no, it's okay. I'm gonna enjoy it if it's the PS2 version because it's a really amazing game.
Well, yeah, the PS2 version is good, but if you play the PC version, then have fun suffering.
I'll be fine, I'm sure. I probably won't be
'Cause,
fine.
GameCube, Xbox, and PC versions are, well, garbage.
Are you doing PS1 versions of Need for Speed also? Well, I've already done I did the original Need for Speed on PS1 because there's not too much of a difference between that one and the PC version that I know of personally. And
You don't watch on the PC version, there was a lot less rubber banding.
maybe. Need for Speed 2, not really any reason to show off the PS1 version when the PC version is basically the same game and superior in about every way, nearly. Need for Speed 3, I've already just shown off. Again, they're not too significantly different, but I did want to show off the main difference with there being the extra NASCAR and the bonus tracks in the PS1 version, which I did during my Hot Pursuit stream.
There's an extra Nazca?
No, the BMW NASCAR C2, the HAL design. That's rather than the Shigeru in the PC version, there's the NASCAR in the
Yeah.
PS1 version.
Yeah.
I should have just said the NASCAR, not the extra NASCAR. My bad.
But fun. But yeah.
I mean, compared to the PC version, it's extra.
That is true. But yeah,
has a cool
but
part.
but High Stakes would have really been the first majorly different one. But because I've already LP'd the PS1 version on my YouTube channel, I'm just gonna be doing the PC version here.
And I'm assuming when you get to Porsche Unleashed, you'll be doing the PC version?
Yep, because that is
vastly superior
far and
version.
away the better version of the game. I
And
might
that's also the version I played when I was young.
do the PS1 version of Porsche Unleashed just because again there are some notable differences in that version, but I get the
You
feeling I'm not going to
mean
enjoy
it's
it as
a whole
much.
different game?
Yeah, the thing. Oh shit. The thing is though is that I honestly don't think I'm going to enjoy it as much as the PC version. I've always been kind of meh on the PS1 version of Porsche Unleashed. I just don't think it's that amazing of a game. The PC version though is fantastic. That I can say that. Then when
I
it
got a
comes,
skeleton.
and then when it comes to Hot Pursuit 2, it's just kind of the same. It's the opposite case. The PS2 version, way better. It's honestly one of the pure. Honestly, in terms of pure arcade racing, the PS2 version of Hot Pursuit 2 is just one of the best out there. Personally, the PC version is fine, but just doesn't add up to the PS2 version. And then by that point, the differences will basically become non-existent almost, because there will be the Underground, which I'll just do on PC, Underground 2, which I'll just do on PC. Most Wanted 05 will be the Xbox 360 because vanilla-wise, it is the best version of the game. I might look at Most Wanted 510 if there's any notable differences, but I don't think there is though, personally. And I won't bother with the handheld versions of like Underground or Underground 2. Maybe I might do them if enough people want me to play them. I mean, if you guys in the chat can tell me right now if you want me to do like the Game Boy Advance versions of like those games, I can if you want. But personally, I'm more inclined to just skip them.
I mean, they're okay for PSP titles, but I don't think
GBA.
they really could be considered canonical.
Yeah, the most I'm on the fence about Most Wanted 510 because I don't know if there's a considerate difference, but with Carbon, I do actually want to do Carbon Own the City because there is actually a completely different plot to that game.
Huh. Neat.
Then, but I'll also still do Carbon, which I'll probably just do on PC, because the differences between PC and console were not as notable with Carbon. There are some differences, but not as many, I think. And also, new track, by the way, Durham Road.
Ooh.
Should have mentioned. I remember playing the GBA Most Wanted out of boredom, and let's just say it didn't help my boredom. Probably wouldn't help your reviewers as well. That's why I'm considering skipping it. And Emmanuel, I actually do know Most Wanted on the DS. On the DS, it's a load of crap. Like, it's actually really bad. But yeah, Carbon on the City would be interesting. I'll do the PSP version of that. Pro Street, maybe. I'm not 100% sure about that one but it would be interesting because you have Pro Street, which would be the PC version, thanks to Xanvir's fix, which gets past that pesky bug that game-breaking bug where you get stuck. And then you can have the 1.1 patch run at 60 frames per second, which is also very nice. And then there would also be but the PSP version of Pro Street is very interesting because it actually plays a lot more like Shift does.
Yeah. I have a little in-joke where it's like Need for Speed Pro Street on PSP is Need for Speed Shift, and Shift is Pro Street.
Yeah, that's the really weird part of it, because Pro Street on the PSP plays a lot like Shift in a very weird way. So I might show off that version because it's just because it's, you know, an interesting little showcase. Undercover, I'm going to be doing the PC version and either the PS2 or Wii version, again, whichever one emulates better. Probably will be the Wii version, I imagine.
Thunder Goes Deep, Undercover again.
Yep. Not really any reason to show off the PSP version of Undercover because there's no major storyline difference in that one.
Yeah, plus it's kind of
It's kind of because the thing with Undercover is they kind of just took way too many elements of what was already from Carbon Own the City.
And they removed one of the better ones.
Oops.
Free roaming.
Yep. So, oops. So yeah, there's that. So I won't be doing that version. Shift. I want to do it on the PC, but the Xbox 360 version has a Ferrari DLC that's not on any of the other versions that I want to acquire. But if I might, but there's also a chance where I might just say screw it and just play it on the PC anyways.
I think that Ferrari DLC might be a mod. I'm not sure.
It's not a mod. The Ferrari DLC was an actual thing they released for the 360.
No, for like the PC.
Oh. If it exists, I will probably get it, because that would, you know, be good. So there you go. 10,000 that time.
Yay, money!
Oh. Alrighty, we already got a little trophy. They actually kind of used the same thing for the PS1 version, just better quality. Neat. And yes, I'm taking Game was this thing for that. God damn it!
You're welcome.
Someone probably put me. So I think some person on PS4 tried to put me in like a huge group message thing, even though I've told him no, stop.
I'll ban you.
Get beaned.
So let me get that up so I can remove myself from that,
Don't
so
ban
my
him.
phone doesn't keep vibrating constantly.
It's time to delete.
Ban.
It's just like, please stop. And I see Serge Spankian has retweeted my thing, thank you.
Table.
Table.
Trust.
Alright, let me put this back up.
Self-righteous. Table.
Okay. Now that I've got that taken care of. There's a mod for the Ferrari DLC. All right, well I'll have to get that then, because then that means I probably won't have to worry about playing the Xbox 360 version. So I just realized about the circuit purse. I guess that just keeps adding up over time until until I'm able to until I guess I'm able to actually get from it. So repair the damage, and for good measure, I'm going to I think I should be able to afford another upgrade. There we go. Level 2 upgrade for the Z3. Just under for level 3, annoyingly. But yeah, now it's got like a little wing in the back, and it's a little quicker now too, which is nice. Again, neat.
Huh. Neat.
So this one will give me a hefty 15,000 for doing this. This one's actually restricted to Class B, and now the opponent, there's 4 laps, 7 opponents, and it's on Pro difficulty. Yep.
And there's an entry fee.
Yep. Oh, it's also. Oh, the first race is also at night.
Ah! I'm driving my BMW! At night.
So Lister's about to make a return.
They have a car. They seriously have a car called the Lister Thunder.
Yes, and it has 666 brake horsepower.
So it's
Oh
Satan.
my god.
It's... Congratulations, Lester. You made Satan horsepower.
They named
us, it's the devil.
they named the car after me.
Congratulations, Thunder. You make Satan break horsepower.
Should have named it the Crenal.
But
it's not a.
but
it's
Thunder.
not a demon. But it's not a demon.
That joke is overused.
But it's not me. Wait. All right. Yeah, as you saw there, it took a little bit longer to get into first, but I managed to get up there, and I got a decent lead. I mean, in front of Tortoise, but spelled T-U-S, Rapido, Rasta, Tornado, Jinx, Bulls 1, and IR8. Or irate.
Thunder is now a Lister everyman's dream. Now, how do I become a TVR?
How do I become based on GTR?
Very carefully.
No. My dream is to become Robo Nerd.
Friggin' Robo Nerd.
The frown.
My dream is to travel around the world and eat Fat Wang.
Just the frown. Gameless.
Then again, the nerd's frown is just fantastic.
Yeah, the nerd's frown is like a smile.
Looks like they're looking at the article. It seems like they're just selling a heavily modified Jaguar, though. Well, that's still cool to me. Can I become a Chinque? Like the roofing and F type.
But then it won't be 5 anymore. It'll be 6.
It'll be 4. Wait.
He can only
That's not right.
I'll accept it. So yeah, I will say even on Pro difficulty, this is going very well. As in very, very well. I can't even lie about that.
Well, yeah, Thunder, that's because you're good at this game.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's nice to actually be good at a Need for Speed game again.
Ah, I know, right?
After how the other 2 streams went.
Did you get arrested multiple times?
No, I got ticketed a few times though.
He did get rubber banded a lot in the first one.
Oh.
Although Rhino claims it's just the AI being really fast.
Yeah.
Well, that's Rhino.
Sure, you need to go gain 100 pounds, BRB.
I threw a donation in the other
I wouldn't
day.
recommend it, Q. So this is a relaxing drive, I know, in a weird way. You wouldn't either, good.
It's very good.
Oh yeah, that's right, I also... The default for the lap, it usually is the record time, but I set it so it's the best lap. Oh, Jesus Christ.
But you make very calculated, very
Let me fix that. I forgot to turn off the music player I had on. I accidentally swiped up on my thing and that started the last song I was listening to, so yeah, I'm gonna fix that.
Good job, Thunder, you did it.
There we go, it's off. No worries.
No walking furries, mate.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen. Is LRC still here? He's been quiet.
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, good.
I'm playing game.
Oh.
Have fun. Don't die.
So yeah, pro difficulty, 12.5 seconds ahead. I mean, they're a little faster, I guess, hey? Not by much, though. Whoa, close. Oh, Jesus. Maybe I should have put on manual transmission. Oh well.
You're doing alright with auto.
Yeah, that is true. Hi, Beck. I mean, Rubber and Sal.
I was gonna say, Thunder, that's my thing.
But I've been saying it for a while, too.
Well, shit, now we're at an impasse, aren't we?
We're at,
Yes.
we're at an impact. One more lap.
But I don't want to be at Impact Wrestling.
Me neither. You're pineapple? Well, nice to hear. I'm not going to eat you, though. Because I'm not really into pineapples.
Same.
And no,
Especially on pizza.
and I was about to say no,
that
it's
should
not.
never exist.
And I was about to say no, not as in pineapple and everything. I just don't like pineapples in general.
Nobody likes pineapples.
I don't know, my man Beecroft, he seems to like pineapple on pizza.
Oh, trash opinions. No.
I don't know, I was about to say my boy SpongeBob also likes pineapples. Wait a second, does this game have that totally legit Viper GTS that totally isn't a very well done mod?
Yes. Oh, you like pineapple on pizza? You're not allowed to be here anymore.
Don't listen to him, Manuel, you're free to like whatever you want.
Heretic.
Heretic.
LS swap the world.
The Heretic Anthem.
Heretic!
The Heretic Anthem is a nice song.
Seems as if we're all just heretics here.
Well, anytime I hear Heretic, I'm inclined to... I don't think LS Swap the World, I think the Heretic Anthem by Slipknot. Did you say Harris? I almost heard Harris Steak.
No.
Why would you hair a steak?
I don't know.
Why would you... No.
That ruins the flavor of the steak.
I like how like you're just there like no. That's what amuses me the most, I think.
Your ears, man, they're plugged up.
Oh, my ears are just screwed. They've been ruined for a while.
Uh-oh, it's time to race a Celica. Whatever will I do? I'm in a Mini Cooper. And I've got a Turbo 2J.
Alright, sorry, I just want to adjust in my seat a little bit. Only 8 people watching me? Well, there's a reason for that, Sal. I'm not very popular. Unless you think you can get more people in here.
Then please, do promote.
Get Arrow to do a stream raid. Wait a minute.
The only problem is Arrow only does that when he's streaming. Not when he's about to end his own stream.
it was the flop that counted.
That is true. Alrighty. Time for more car. Whoa. At least it's not nighttime anymore. It's now backwards, though.
Yeah, you'll be able to figure it out.
It would be easy to get people here. Well, if you think you, like I said, if you think you know, you're more than welcome to. I just don't consider
usually the easy way to get viewers is to just show tits.
Well, you see, there's only one problem with that.
What are you?
You're a dude.
Nova?
Yeah,
Well, it's not that I'm a dude, it's that no one wants to see my man tits.
that too. That's okay. There's something called clickbait.
I mean, Q, I
You won't
think...
believe what this crazy Canadian is doing to the Need for Speed franchise.
Not
Click here to
clickbait.
watch.
You won't believe what happens in Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed.
Wait a
Drive
minute.
a Porsche.
Man, that's some blickcate. Heck off, King. He wants
mean,
to see
if you want to go
Bob.
see
No,
them,
you
that's
don't.
your own
You really
deal.
don't. Oh! Oops, my bad. You have no patience and you're waiting for a package to arrive. Well,
Well, Angel, that would be implying that it's already there.
You're welcome, Angel.
package.
Yes, he's waiting for Q to come by.
Oh.
Zero, what did you do? Send Q via a carrier pigeon?
No,
Good.
I gave him a donation.
He gave him $1 million.
Yes.
But that would well, wait. Zero, you wish you had $1 million though, right?
About small loans. Yes, meme.
I mean, I'd love to have $1 million.
This 350Z is surprisingly a good drifter.
It's a
Nice.
350Z. Of course, it
I
should go
mean, it's
sideways.
almost as if it's Japanese car.
And rear-wheel drive. And has power.
I sort
So
of
it's
went for a
designed
hybrid.
to burn my eyelids. I mean, drift.
I sort of went for a hybrid between a Rocket Bunny kit and a Voltex type kit. Like Rocket Bunny front end, splitter, and fenders, Voltex side skirts, rear bumper, wing diffuser.
A small sus of $1 million swoos.
It
Yes.
actually looks really good.
I wouldn't.
Hey.
I would take the 350 over the A86.
I'm sorry, but the 8.6 is just overrated. I like the car a lot, but I don't like it for the reasons that most people like the 8.6. And as much as I like Initial D, it makes me mad that a bunch of frickin' weeaboos gave that car a bad name.
Bunch of wibbos.
Sorry.
Cat, what do you think?
8.6 is a car that can beat cars much higher than it.
The 86 is a car that was designed by Toyota during the 1980s.
And then we have the
That's the-
Toyota MR2, which was designed to be stupidly overpowered in Need for Speed World.
Trolling.
Yay! Yes, keep trolling.
I think they knew with that license plate, they knew it was one of the better cars. They just had to.
They were self-aware.
I mean, it was fitting. Dick move, but
Yeah,
fitting.
considering the fact that I was being an absolute meanie to people with that MR2.
Well, to be fair, it's not hard to be an absolute meanie with the MR2.
I'm a big fat meanie driving a small MR2.
That would crush the MR2.
Shh.
So because of all the small jumps, I'm at like 14% suspension damage, which is, yeah.
Does this look like a big fat meanie to you?
And that little tiny jump I just did got me to 16%.
Oh my gosh, Angel, have I ever told you the story of me making a secondary account because they were giving away free car prize packs.
Ow.
This was like a while ago, of course. I remember, when I was making my secondary account, it just so happened that there were free car prize packs going on at that time. I was like, hey, I'll take one. And then it was like, and then the game, I saw the achievement for a Toyota collector down at the bottom. I'm like, oh shit, please don't be the MR2.
MR2.
MR2, and it was with a trolling license plate to boot.
Nice. Gymkhana 1.
It's like the game knew.
The game knew. The game is like, here, do you want to be a meanie? Do you want to deliver the bad news with a small
Angel, you
package?
say for Weirdo to back you up, yet the problem is you realize I had one, right? And used it quite a bit.
And Angel, to be fair, the Crown Vic was a fun vehicle to use as well.
Alright, I'm gonna let you finish, but the R34 Z-Tune was the best A-Class car of all time.
I'm gonna let you finish. Wait, you've already finished?
Yo, dog, I'm gonna let you finish, but the Lotus Exige Cup was the best.
CSDX Siege.
I'm gonna let you finish, but you both already finished.
Finish.
Thanks for letting us finish, then.
Finland!
So, my internet just went
Ooh.
out, and now
Oh,
it's
that's
back.
fun.
So what'd I miss?
Need for some talk about cars in Need for Speed World.
Specifically, how stupidly broken the MR2 was.
Okay.
Yes, I'm aware, Angel. He drove your civilian car with V8 engine.
You mean LS?
Not
The
bad.
only thing I didn't
no,
like about the
ain't-
car prize packs
no,
was
Zero,
that it
it's
locked one very specific car to
No,
the car prize pack.
No, Zero, it was not the Lincoln LS.
Look, Mr. Heretic. Stop that.
Hey, what if I were to swap a 13B into a Crown Vic?
There you go. Except for the fact that Angel has already 13B swapped a Caprice.
Yes. 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 You are absolutely right, weirdo. 200% right.
The Zonda F was insanely good.
Uh-huh. And Mr. Frickin' Man in this call had one because he was a VIP.
Mr. Mango. Might need to turn that down a bit. Jesus, that scared the crap out of me.
Here is something to
Are you
help
telling me
out
that's the
my lure.
Roadster?
Yeah, didn't you have the F Roadster
Thank you,
prior to them
thank you
giving it
for
out for free?
$1.52, Rubber Bin
Yeah,
Sal.
because they had it available for like 10,000 boost one day.
And you were just like, sign me up, fam.
I was like, you know what? I like Zondas. I need this in my collection. And then when they gave it out for 3, it turns out I had 3 of those by the end of the game.
Lol.
And they say this is the rarest card in the game. Thank you, emoji.
Hey, Sal, the fact that you even gave me anything is still very nice. So I appreciate it quite a bit. Even if it doesn't matter if it's $1, $10, $100, $1,000, however much you give is still always very appreciated.
What if I give you a potato?
Unless someone gives you $1 million and you say, no, that's not right, take it back.
I mean, I would be questioning if it's legitimate.
Nah, fam, it's a Nigerian bank scam. They're always legitimate.
You always gotta talk about those Nigerian princes that want to give you $1 million, but you
I
have to do
never.
some arbitrary task.
Pretty much.
And then you
never.
do it, and instead of $1 million, you get 15 SWAT units at your front door.
Oops.
But Angel,
You're not
Nigerian.
As far as you know.
He's Floridian. What's next? The Floridian LS swap scam?
Confused man accidentally goes crazy and LS swaps himself.
Yes.
How about no? You know, that would be something Florida Man would do.
Florida Man LS swaps his brain.
Instantly gets supercharged with 600 horsepower.
At least compared to a certain other engine, I'm not breaking head gaskets everywhere.
RB26? No. So that's not the engine.
I am such a horrible person.
I am an Alad. An Allen? Or an Alad?
Jason Poland, not with that attitude, he can't.
You can't LS swap a Fiat Moreo weekend. Hang on 1 second. Just checking something. Okay.
Florida Man swaps his brain for a Cummins turbo diesel. Explodes.
Turbo Daddy.
That sounds like a very Ram way to go out.
Well, yeah, because it was diesel fuel.
Built tough.
Well, one of them. Well, I don't really think I really have a specific favorite too much anymore, because especially when I was going back at some of these games. But I am playing one of them right now. That's not. I know it's meant to seem like a clickbait title, but it is more my actual feelings about this game.
Man, Thunder, your feelings are so clickbait.
I know, right?
Angry Dragon Man pranks famous YouTube prankster, not clickbait. Hashtag free CSGO lotto skins. I run the jewels. Panther like a panther. This song is good.
Ah, road signs.
Watch out for those.
I know, because they cause a little bit of damage.
It's just a small amount, but it's enough to infuriate you.
Exactly.
No safe driving bonus for you because you went off a jump just slightly faster.
Florida Man power strokes a turbo, dies of lag. Ha!
That sounds painful.
I guess you could say he had a power stroke.
If I could throw this controller through the screen at you, Zero, I would.
Okay. Wait. Cut that out?
Well, you cat that out.
Get out of here! I heard that in the background. Just get out of here.
Probably talking to the cat. Ooh, boy. I like how everyone else is like so much slower than Tortoise. Because Tortoise is about 7 seconds back, and then Rasta is like 16 seconds back in third. It's like we know who the favorited one of the group is from the looks of things.
Spoiled.
That's your best lap. It's the final lap.
Oh. Oh, boys.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I
boy.
heard you shout, get out of here, you cat.
Yeah, Tortoise spelled that way. I mean, if you look at the bottom, Angel, we've got someone called Irate. Or IR8.
He
Irate.
can't spell.
And then Bowls 1. Not Bowls, not just Bowls, Bowls 1.
Maybe it's because he thinks word pronunciations are bullshit.
And then we
Maybe
have
that's the letter I.
Rapido. Bullseye? Oh, actually, yeah, that makes sense. Bullseye. When I see something like that, I'm always just tempted to think it's the Roman numeral rather than I. But yeah, Bullseye. That would actually make perfect sense.
Yay! Wait, me trying to make sense out of something? Shit!
Don't know why that would be a bad
I'm
thing.
afraid I have some bad news for you.
And
That's
is?
my job.
You're trying to make sense of things, doing it wrong.
But see, Zero, that's where you're wrong, because I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Now you listen here.
That's my job, you dick.
back to work then.
Wiz, I have some bad news. I'm not zero.
Alright, your top
I know
10,
you're
your
not
top 10
zero.
is NFS 4, NFS Hot Pursuit 2, NFS Hot Pursuit 1, NFS Hot Pursuit 2010, NFS The Run, NFS Porsche Unleashed, Most Wanted 2005, Carbon, Underground 2, and Underground 1. Nice. And I do mean to say it like that. Nice.
Bad news intensifies, I know, right, Jason?
Alright. One more track. Track we haven't been at yet, Kindiak Park. It takes 3 cups to get to Kindiak Park, which is a track that's already unlocked right at the bat in PS1 version. Rivals
This is a nice track, though.
Rivals is still a game I've never played, and I need to. I don't even own
This is
a.
okay.
The sad thing is I don't even own a copy of Rivals.
Well, you're gonna be doing it for the NFS-a-thon, so
That is true.
Need for Thunder.
maybe this whole Need for Speed-a-Thon is a whole ploy just to get yourself to play Rivals.
No, that would just be
Same.
depressing.
I'm saying, if you're going to play Rivals, get Origin Access or something.
Now that requires money.
$5.
Here's $5.
$5 and you get yourself the complete edition of Need for Speed Rivals.
I said exact change only.
Here's
$50.
$50.
I'm gonna call the cops on your ass.
In your face. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm surprised that that didn't do as much. That did as much damage as I thought. I thought it was going to do a lot worse than that.
Well, Thunder, that's because you had the roof off.
Wait, does that actually help or something?
It does now. I actually don't know.
It would be amusing if it did. It's fine. The car's fine. We're not in any issues. We're back in the lead anyway. So hooray! "2015 is far less shit than Rivals."
No! I
What
should
kind
ban
of
you
drugs
for
are
just
you
having
on?
that
And
opinion.
point me to the nearest garbage can.
I don't know who said that, but I should ban you from this chat.
Okay, I'll say this. I agree with him in terms of the planned idea, because Rivals does kind of seem like a lazy rehash of like Hot Pursuit in a way in many areas. But in terms of actual gameplay, I think 2015 is way worse.
Yeah.
Personally,
At least
Like-
Rivals has gameplay that works, sort of.
Yeah, Rivals gameplay actually.
please don't
works.
actually ban him,
I was kidding.
because he seems like a cool dude, and I don't want to lose viewers.
No unnecessary beaning of the viewers.
Did you guess it?
Well, I'm no beaning unless it becomes necessary. If they start acting like or causing problems, no one's gonna do anything to you, Sal. If they actually do
It was
anything,
a joke. Ah!
no, he's saying in the chat.
Hey, NFS 4, high rollerblades.
High rollerblades. Excuse me. Real fart.
Real for it.
You can drive your car in Rivals compared to 2015. That's basically... Well, that is true. You can... It does let you drive it. 2015's like, no, I take control. So, there is that.
NFS 2015, the autopilot of all the racing games.
Can't wait for High Stakes Porsche Edition. Now, see... You say that, but the problem is that Porsche Unleashed is not even remotely like High Stakes. So, oops. Oh wait, you said High Skates. Shit. It took me a
Cocaine
I had
stakes.
I had to reread that just so I could see that part. Alright. 2 laps down. 2 more to go. That was cocaine stakes? Jesus, now that's a bit concerning. Need for Seed High Birds.
Well
Am I gonna
then,
beat this?
can I get a butthead?
Hey, Beavis, you suck.
There's sharks. Big wang. I don't know. Meanwhile, as I'm like, again, kind of really pulling away.
And now the viewers are starting to come in. We have 15.
Oh, baby.
Oh, no, oh, nice, 15. I think that's better than the last stream. I think my highest last stream was 14.
Hey.
I'm waiting. What did you just realize?
What
Yes, you just...
What about
it?
Meister? What would you guys give Need for Most Wanted 2005? As in what? Like, what would give it what? Kind of, you might need to clarify a little better.
I think he means a rating out of 10.
Well, I'm about to find out just to be sure. Making Amazon orders. Yellow and Gray, the game. As different name? Oh, if I were to... What? If I were to give the game a different name? Or something? Because I wouldn't.
I would call it Need for Speed EA got shilled by BMW. Or something to that extent.
Need for Speed highest paycheck. I don't know.
Need for Speed, nothing will ever be as good as this. Haha, suckers.
Although in reality, I'll be like, Need for Speed, I've never played this game.
Oh god. That just happened. I mean, I would probably call, if I were to call Most Wanted, if I were to really call it something, I think the closest thing that my mind could think of would be Need for Speed Total Fugitive. Or something like that, but...
I mean, Angel, you know with mine at least it's true. It's damn true.
But in all seriousness, I would not change the name of Most Wanted 5. Most Wanted 2012, however, I would change the name.
Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005, Need for Speed Blacklisted.
Yeah, Blacklisted would also work.
Okay, fine. Need for Speed, you just made the list.
Just made the list.
Need for Speed, Cross isn't finished with you.
Everyone. Cross says at everyone.
Oh yeah, NFS Most Wanted 2012. That one I would say...
This Need for Speed Most Wanted 2, The Search for More Money.
I would say Need for Speed, this isn't good.
You mean Burnout Paradise 2?
Oh yeah, that's what you'd call it. Burnout Paradise 2.
Burnout Paradise 2,
No,
The Search for More Money.
I said Most Wanted 2012. I never said Most Wanted 2011. At least I'm pretty sure I did.
Thing is Most Wanted 2011.
Yeah, if I were to rather than unironically calling it Burnout Paradise 2, which is what it kind of is, I would probably call it like Need for Speed Off the Chain or something, which sounds dumb, but it's kind of it's basically just a game that's kind of you know, going a little bit crazy with the stunting and stuff. Actually, that's a good idea. Need for Speed Stuntman.
Need for Speed Motocross.
Ignition.
Wait, shit.
Alright, so we'll do a couple things. We'll repair the car once more, and we can put the final upgrade on it. So now the car is full. Now the car's fully decked out, and look, it now is prepared to go racing, quote unquote.
Track day, bro.
Yes. And now it's time. And now here's something interesting: a knockout with a entry fee of 3,500. And if I
Luckily, you have the monies.
Yes, I do. That is a good thing, and I win 21,000 for doing this. Oh, we got a couple. I see a couple more XR8s. So who's in this race? Diamond X, without the O. Crusher McGee, I-Rate again, and Krusty.
The clown?
Hey, kids.
Nope, because it's a C, not a K.
Hmm. Maybe that's his street racing name. Krusty with a C.
Since when did this become Need for Speed Hit and Run?
The Simpsons High Stakes.
Simpsons High Stakes. God.
You're making me want to play Hit and Run again.
It's a good game.
Exactly.
Busts a castellated nut. Of course you made a joke.
Also, hello, Franco. Digitalism shows off.
Castellated bust.
Simpson shit and fun. Well then, Q, thank you for that.
Well, that happened.
That did, in fact, happen. Oh yeah, it's back to 2 laps now rather than 4. Tape stripes. I will admit, I do like how the Z3, when you fully upgrade it on here, that it paints it also paints like the spoiler and the lips of the bumpers, or the bottom area, because it actually makes it look a bit nicer than if it was just the stripes on its own. To be honest,
I tried to set infinite as my password, but it was too weak.
Oh boy, Angel's display adapter is here.
Oh boy. The swag setup
Your
is
care
complete.
package has arrived.
Your care package from Mr. Dollarman has arrived. Please enjoy.
I tried to set infinite as my password, but there were too many characters that it crashed.
Sonic forces you to get a better password. Funked.
What a youthful pun. The back of my head hurts. Well, it doesn't hurt, it just itches, actually, I should be saying. Actually, the guy who mentioned Need for Speed Horizon is the name. That's actually not a bad name. Would be, if there wasn't already a thing called Forza Horizon.
Need for Horizon 3.
I mean, which one would have been called Need for Speed Horizon? Because if you're talking Most Wanted 2012, that would have been really bad timing. Because that was the same year Forza Horizon came out. Well, Emmanuel, Sonic forces us to continue with the Sonic Forces meme because reasons, I guess. I don't know. Is that where... Well, FaZe, is that where Forza Horizon 4 is going to be? Has they actually, confirmed that? Because I don't think... I haven't heard anything about it being confirmed for Japan. Do you know where they should have Forza Horizon 4?
South Africa, right?
Maybe. But no. They should totally do it in Nunavut in Canada, where it's just snowing all the time.
Won't that be the Rally DLC, though?
It's just Forza Horizon 4 is nothing but Blizzard Mountain.
Is JPG
But in
Links working in
Canada.
chat? Should wait. If you're trying to share an image, it should work. I don't think I ever said it, so you can't do that.
That's your best lap. You've won.
Usually I'd say, here, let me check, but wait, there's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm a moderator.
If Horizon 4 was in Canada, that would be really cool. Also, Rip Magoo. Alright, what's next? Oh, another new track, Dolphin Cove.
Ooh.
It's one of my favorites, actually. Oh, it's raining again. But I do get to start in first... This time I actually get to start in first place.
Because you finished the last race in first.
Exactly.
Knockouts are fun, yo.
Indeed. So I'm starting to think, is this entire knockout just going to be in the rain or something?
I don't know, I did have a look at that track list. If that's the case, there's one track that's gonna suck.
And it's gonna suck. And before it I actually do okay at it, cause yes,
You might.
I've already seen what track it is, so I know which one you're talking about. Was gonna rock out the room at Dolphin Cove, and I have erection. I get the feeling Q really likes this track.
I mean, it's a good track.
It is. Like I said, it is one of my favorites. Oh boy. Watch out for that.
Don't cut. I don't know.
It wasn't about cutting, it was about me not wanting to hit the street sign, which there are quite a few of on this track. That feeling when I actually am unironically trying to keep this thing, if I could actually do a race without damage. Candiac Park is also epic with the train. You mean Candiac Park?
Yeah, Candiac Park is a very good track.
Yeah, the PS1's handling model would be nice, but I like the handling model in this game too, to be honest. It's fine, works well. You do get good control of your car. I like the nighttime version of not Candiac, Dolphin Cove on the PS1 version. You get like a really bright, like red like sunset. It's really nice. Well, so far this is working out pretty well. Can't wait. Remember the autumn track in Hot Pursuit 2.
Fall winds.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
Man, the autumn track, the I'm gonna have a shitload of allergies track.
Try to look at the chat for a second. Nearly hit the wall, but managed to keep it off, so we're still good. I actually am very curious if there is a clean driving bonus. That's why I'm trying to find out, because with Dolphin Cove is one of the tracks that's easiest to do it on, because there isn't really any major jumps.
But there are road signs everywhere.
That is true. Ooh. Just preferred how much. Yeah, but yeah, like I do like both games handling physics. There's kind of, it just kind of prefers what you're looking for. Something that feels like more realistic with high stakes on PS1, or something that feels a bit more loose and arcadey, like with the PC version here. Alrighty. Almost there. Hooray! Perfect race, no damage.
Huzzah!
Reminds me of F1 from NFS2 intro video where you see an F1 driving somewhere close to it. Oh boy, 3 screens. Okay, so no, I didn't notice me getting any money. Nothing to repair, and nothing to repair. So yeah, I don't think there's a clean driving bonus in this.
Rip.
Anyways, Celtic.
No, there is a clean driving bonus. It's called you don't have to repair your damn car.
That is true. All right, Celtic Ruins, and no, hey, it's not raining anymore.
Thinking.
Down between myself, Krusty, Irate, and Crusher. Which means I think all the SLKs are getting eliminated, but then it's just leaving the 2 XR8s. Which means Krusty better not fall behind, or else all the SLKs will have been eliminated before any of the XR8s. Anyways, suspension damage because of that jump. So, oops. Whoa! Nearly cut it a little too close. Almost smacked into the tree there, but hey.
That would have been bad.
I find the 90s NFS games and environments are more interesting than any of the EA black box titles, with the exception of the Run. Depends on... There were some... I don't know. Some games did it well, and then others not so much. Anyway, sorry, I actually wanted to stop because I needed to get adjusted my seat again.
You've gotta get comfortable.
Correct. That is a thing I would like to be, is comfortable. How much suspension damage will I have now? 3% after that jump.
I was about to say all of it, but 3% is good.
If I got 100% suspension damage from that jump, I would be concerned. But thankfully, that's not the case. Whoa. Gotta cut through there a little bit. That was okay.
It's okay.
It's the final lap.
Alright, go get a little bit more speed now. And it looks like Krusty is still holding on to, he's still in second, so he could still last.
I just realized something about one of the Ridge Racer sets, and I feel stupid for not realizing it.
What?
The fact that any iteration of Rare Hero is a remix of the Rally X theme.
I myself was playing UG1 and Rise AF, but as I got older, I started to appreciate cars and notice builds them. Yeah, when
Wait,
you
really?
when you get older, you kind of, your eyes kind of open up to customization. Like when you're a kid, you just think anything with like this ridiculous design will is the coolest thing around. But then you get older, you realize that it's more about, you know, you want the car to look like it's been done up, but you want to keep a good taste, so it looks like it flows with the car nicely and everything. So at the same time as I got older, I started to dislike Underground. I still like the Underground games, regardless of the customization. Well, Underground 1's, yeah, but Underground 2, I do still like Underground 2. Who needs those racing neons anyway? Because it doesn't make you run faster.
To answer your question, LRC, yes.
What?
Yeah, because like the main melody of Rare Hero is da 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 da.
Hey, 138. And yep, goodbye Crusher. So what? So an the remaining SLK gets to live another day, and we only had suspension damage, which means we just have to repair the $71 in suspension damage. So that's nice. Anyways, Kindiak Park for a fourth time, excuse me, for the fourth track. Sorry. Hopefully, I won't accidentally flip my car on here again, because that did happen last time.
Somebody died.
Good times. Who died?
Underground 2
I don't know.
had the stupid hard CPUs? No, they didn't. That was Underground 1.
Oh, Zero's dead.
Oh. RIP.
Ripping pepperonis.
He must have had something to do or got called away.
Yeah, because he's now in AFK room.
That would explain it. But yeah, Underground 2 did not have the stupid hard CPU. That is Underground 1. Underground 2, way less stupid hard. Especially the final boss, who is actually really stupid easy. Ha! Disappointing.
Disgusted.
Use a helicopter and go 600 miles an hour and the CPU is right behind you. NFS Undercover PS2 had the worst rep banning history. Oh yeah. Use a helicopter 600 kilometers an hour, CPU's right behind you. The bosses and pro shooters. You haven't played Heat Online or Street Racing Syndicate, just saying. Oh god, Street Racing Syndicate is still such a bad game. Ow.
It's such a bad game, Thunder hit something.
Yes. Unintentionally, but I did.
It's the final lap.
Kind of really coming off those corners hot. Which is good, because speed. It's gotta go.
It's almost as if that's the point of this series.
Yes. All you had to do was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas meme. Yes, thank you, Sal. That reminds me, eventually I'm going to be playing those GTA games on stream. Makes me wonder if I'm going to have a lot of trouble on that one mission.
I don't know, that probably won't be the case.
Pretty much anything that's basically a cash grab of the first three Fast and Furious movies are mostly bad, except Juice and Juice 2. I don't know, FaZe. That's a bit of a stretch. I will say Juice 2 is a really good game, and Juice 1 is alright. Oh, I'm on my roof. I'm not, well, no, not my roof, more on my side.
Damn it, Thunder, what did I tell you about flipping your car?
Wasn't intending for it, but it happened. Things like that happen, you know? You know. Did what on purpose? Me getting on my side? I don't think I wouldn't say so. Oh, and Krusty's gone, which means all the Mercedes are gone, so it's down between me and Irate's red Ford XR8 Falcon. Which means I have to bring it home for the convertibles. Apparently. Oh, I didn't want to. No. I wouldn't even try to sell it anyways, because I need the car. It's my only one, as the game said. And oh boy, here we go. It's time for snow.
It's time for the ridge of snow.
Snowy ridge. Meet between me and an XR8.
Snow.
And thankfully it's not snowing.
Well, it's not snowing, but there is snow on the ground.
Well, yeah. But like the weather, Thunder, the weather.
I know. It's all about the weather. Australian car and high skates. Yep, because that was from the Australian version of the game. My version of the game that I've made, which actually, if I had the link, I would actually link it in the chat if people want to play this game, because I built a version off of like a couple like modern patches and stuff, and I included every officially released car and region exclusive cars. So
I thought it was buried somewhere in HC Underground.
It is somewhere. I'm sure. I'm sure it is. It's probably pinned in the games chat.
Let me have a look.
I actually have, Sal.
Games, pinned messages.
Oh boy.
Yep, you do.
See, there you go.
Shall I just go put it up in chat?
Go for
Please
it.
do.
If people want to play it, then by all means.
Here you people go.
Ta-da! But yeah, basically, it's a thing that I kind of built. It uses like modern. It has like a modern patch, so you won't need to worry about issues like too many polygons crashes the game, and add like the car select screen or other kind of stuff like where and whatnot, or like the save 1 megabyte save error thing. Yep. And it has the end glide patch, so you basically get the graphically the best way to play the game. All for
And it works really well.
it does.
I remember we used to do online races with it, and then we tried one day and it's like, nope, I don't feel like connecting anymore.
Yeah, that was depressing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not only does this work, it's I haven't had any issues trying to stream this like I did with Need for Speed 3. That just trying to figure, like Need for Speed 3, I had to run that on display capture to get it to work properly. Whereas this, it's just on game capture and it's perfectly fine. So thankfully, there's like no issues here.
Yes, Q, Snowy Ridge.
Indeed. I like how they give you Snowy Ridge this early on in the game, whereas like the PS1 version, it's like, oh, you don't drive it till like the second last tournament.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, slightly. It is one of the tougher tracks in the game.
Yeah, that it is. You are not wrong. Too bad GameSpy shut down Rip Saints Row 2 and Midnight Club Los Angeles multiplayer. Well, Midnight Club LA's multiplayer on PS3 is dead, but I know on the 360, I believe it's actually still alive because of the servers are hosted through Xbox Live. Oh, and I tried looking at chat again and paid the price.
Oops.
You tried.
That is true. This PC version does have the legacy tracks from Hot Pursuit.
And by legacy tracks, it just means
All of them.
every track from Hot Pursuit.
You've won the race.
Well, despite what happened there near the end, we won the knockout.
You've won the knockout. You
Woohoo!
awarded the gold medal.
And I got $21,000,
On to the next circuit.
which I will now be using to repair the car, or a little bit of it at least. So that just leaves one little other thing here on the high stakes tour, an actual high stakes event, where I have to. It's a 2-lap race around. Is it? Hang on. I don't think it's always Dolphin Cove. I think it's random.
It is random. It might be. I'm not sure.
It's just showing Dolphin Cove. Doesn't matter. I like Dolphin Cove, so I'll accept that.
Dolphin Cove is a great racetrack.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can see the track thing, so you get to see like the layout in full here, as such, and track records, because those are a thing. So yeah, and this is a high stakes race. So is another way of calling it a pink slip race. I cannot risk my only car, huh? So I actually have to buy another car.
Oops.
Interesting. Whoops, going a little too forward there. Well,
Camaro!
I can because of the amount of money I have, I can either get myself that Ford XR8, or I can get a Pontiac Firebird.
Go with the Firebird.
So yeah, I do, since I'm gonna need a car to hold on to. Let's get a nice red Firebird. That looks nice. Anyways, I have to switch car.
Because it's got to be the Class B car.
Yep. Right, so 3. Alright, which means it's either just going to be another Z3 or an SLK 230. Oh. My own stream not good enough. But yes, later. Yep, it's an SLK.
So pretty much nothing you haven't beaten before.
Yep, it's apparently Bullseye in his SLK. Which, knowing me, I'll probably likely end up just selling the car. Hey, I mean, helps for money.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, let's get this thing going around here. Oh!
Oh my god, I remember one of these high-stakes races, I mistakenly left mods in my game.
Oops.
So, it made me do a Class B car versus a Mazda 787B.
That sounds like fun.
It pretty much made it impossible to win.
That's not fun.
It's not fun. So it's like, thanks game, I always wanted to lose my entire garage.
Maybe before I didn't want to lose it at all. Because that would be correct.
I mean, I didn't want to. And then I went back to playing the arcade mode because I'm a scrub.
You scrub. And this is why we don't play with mods in career mode, but it's fun.
It really is until you get a car that you can't beat.
That is true.
But then once you do finally beat it, it's like, yeah, suck it.
Scrub a dub, get good, you nub. There was a Corvette cut for me. I had a sledgehammer mod. Oh.
AQ, I might have to borrow that sledgehammer mod.
Let's talk about the Callaway sledgehammer.
Well, that's upsetting.
Oh.
I mean, I'd also have to borrow the other sledgehammer mod, where you could just drive an actual sledgehammer.
Oh, the catch is you couldn't use your own Callaway, so it was not fun. Oh. Where's my Pro Street mods at? I don't know about High Stakes having any. Ooh, 17 viewers. Damn. That's like... We're actually doing quite well here.
You were at 19 earlier.
I was at 19? Oh, wow, okay.
It's
Well,
almost as if High Stakes is a good game or something.
well, I'm hoping this is a slow sign to me, like, getting these amount of viewers regularly. Because that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Bullseye's is not even remotely was not even remotely close.
You've won the race.
Hooray! that's a very convenient parking spot. You have won his car. Thank you.
Congratulations. You have won the circuit.
Nice parking spot.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You have successfully completed this tier. You have
Bulls won, huh?
It's Bullseye.
ready to challenge the
Ah,
next tier.
bullseye.
Alrighty, I've finished the tier.
Woo!
Now my only question is, how on earth do you get the circuit purse?
You don't.
So what's the circuit purse then?
Money. That you can't touch.
I'm still really confused by it.
You know what? I'm actually going to go check to see which tour that high stakes race was in.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just gonna sell that Mercedes off because I need the I would like the extra money. It's all the it's all the prize money added up. Thank you, Bennerton, for letting me know. Would I do Underground 1 and 2 with mods? I mean, probably, not really. maybe with Underground 2, just the mod that allows me to get rid of that visual reputation thing, which means I can actually make my cars look the way I would like them to look. But more than likely, probably not.
Oh yeah, would you look at that? It's actually during the tour that you're on now.
And since I've actually already got some money, I can already put it towards upgrading my Firebird, which is nice. So that means I can go right into the next thing with a car that's at least level 2. Unless I wanted to use the money code and get myself more to actually get to fully upgrading it. But I'm not going to do that. Really looks like it looks pretty aggressive, done up like this. Anyways, so... Oh yeah, okay. Let's see, circuit 3, 4... Alright, so now it's time for the World Tour, where we've got a 2-track tournament, a 3-track tournament, a 5-track knockout, and a 1-track high stakes. So, let's do the 2-track tournament, which is just a race around Route and Dawn. And I could have sold my Z3 if I wanted to, but in case the game still requires I have a B-class car, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, this should be a little bit quicker than what I had. At least a little bit. So you got
Oh yeah, this is an 8-lap race.
Oh yeah, it is an 8-lap race. Jesus, no wonder why it's only 2 races then. So yeah, we got Camaro, a DB7, an XKR. I see the bonus. Is that... No, that's not the bonus Camaro. That's just a regular Camaro. Oh, come on. Give me room.
But Thunder, you have to make room.
I see that, I guess. Oh god. So yep, now I just got an XKR here. And I think the lead car Crusher is a DB7. Yep, that's a DB7. So I'm the only Firebird in this race. That's interesting at least. Oh, getting a little too close there. I have a car? What car? The Firebird?
The car with the almighty engine.
Oh, that engine. Well, Zero's kind of missing now.
Or so, does 1-2 switch sound like 1-2 beat? Because this game came out many eons
Thinking
before that.
thinking emoji.
Bonk.
That too. Oh. I don't know, I'm just kind of making noises, I guess. Shite emoji. Because I will not go in the direction you want me to go for that. I'm going to flip the tables on you with that.
The tables have turned.
Q, that didn't work.
Heck.
Talking about the game instead of Switch, which is called 1-2 Switch, that's why. Well, yeah. We would imagine that. But, you know. Thinking emoji. Or thonking.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was getting at, you twat.
Wow.
Rude.
Yeah, Tornado, 1-2 beat. Bompy? Let's say Bompy or something? Magoo, Dante, Whoosh, and Crusher. I like how Dante's red. It's like they foreshadowed what happened a couple years later with a completely different, unrelated game franchise.
I think that's his Bomple.
Oh, Bomple? I thought it was Bompy.
That looks like a lowercase l.
Ow! Didn't quite mean to do that.
But what the fuck is a bomb pole?
Don't know. What is a bomb pole?
Yes.
Is it
Yes.
a distant cousin of the boggle?
Boggle. Could indeed be the boggle. I don't know.
It very well could.
Alrighty. All I have to really do is just hold on to first right now, which is pretty easy.
I
Go on.
mean, you have a bunch of laps to do that with.
That is also true. Okay. Around there. Man, already 17. I've got 9% engine damage, 5% steering and body, and 17% suspension, and I still have. And I've got like 5 more laps to go. Oh boy.
So you're gonna be at like 30% suspension damage by the time this is done.
Well, I mean, I'm currently at 19. Make that 21%.
Okay, maybe 35, 40.
We'll see. I'll have to mention it since the people can't really see it because of my setup, but oh well. I'll still mention it. That Q is apparently calling 50.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Loser has to give me $10. No, I'm just kidding.
Why
Is
would
he
I
calling
give you
you
10
50?
bucks?
I mean, if you wanted to, that. But I'm
But
just
Thunder,
joking.
you know what that requires?
Doing the dance. I don't know.
That requires actually having money to give.
I know.
And I sorta don't have that.
Yeah. Money is a hard thing to have.
That it is.
Oop. Didn't want to knock that down, but oh well, got in the way. Or that, for that matter. Ooh, that was close. Like, just... Oh boy. Well, we're at 24% now.
This Firebird is just getting abused.
25%. Yeah, I wish they kind of made it so suspension damage wouldn't keep happening by coming off of jumps, but, you know, whatever.
No game is perfect.
No, that is true. And 27%. And on lap 5. Oh, that was my best lap too, because I did a 135. 5.9. Now that isn't cut off screen. People can actually see that, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, but I will try. See you next time, heading for Racer. I see how it is. I'm being ditched. But no, seriously, thanks for stopping by. Well, I mean, they wanted to try something different, Q, so I can't really fault them for it. Besides, the PS1 version does the same thing.
Yeah, now you're ditching us for him.
I mean, you could just use multi-Twitch and have both our streams open. That's always a possibility, you know? But no, seriously, it's fine. And yes, multi-Twitch is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very useful in many cases. Does, but not in such great detail as PC does. That is also true. Alright, lap 6. We're getting there.
We're almost there. Just a few more laps.
I'm about 27 seconds ahead as well. Yeah, this is... I don't even know if this is pro difficulty or not. I think it is.
I think it actually is.
It has T-tops, so, I mean, you might be able to remove them. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know what that even does.
Has your wife been driving the car?
I don't know why she's here, but my wife's been driving the car. She's been driving the car. Oh, I don't know why this is my wife's been driving the car. And I have 33% suspension damage and it's now lit orange. Because of the amount of damage it's taken. 35%. And it's all because of those pesky jumps.
Mm-hmm.
$36. This could be interesting. We could... So on December 6th, a dynamic PS2 Legacy theme will become available for PS4 for money. Those pesky plumbers. Dear pesky plumbers! Scott is not here. Kinda wish he was now, so he could just come in and say, Dear pesky plumbers!
What if he doesn't want to be here?
I don't even know if he's around, so... Probably would want to actually talk to him because I would ask him about that thing. But I don't know if I don't know if that'll happen today or not. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal. I think I'm about close to lapping somebody here.
Yeah, I can sort of see that on your little mini map.
I just want Missouri to do the same thing he did on Carbon, which is what? Is it me, or has the Firebird finally hit the point of sadness that nobody degrades support performance? Maybe?
And it's all because of those damn pesky jumps.
37% suspension damage heading into the final lap.
So it'll probably be over 40% by the time this is done.
Which means Game Wiz will be correct. Because he gets 40 and Q gets 50. I don't know.
Wait, this isn't the Price is Right.
No, it's not. The suspension is right. The damage is right.
As long as it's not friggin' Bruce's Price is Right.
God.
But bro, Bruce's Price is Right is the best Price is Right.
Bruce.
I think I remember telling Emil once we need to watch more British Pimp My Ride.
You did.
And we haven't done that.
Yeah, you can honk at me all you want, you and your Jaguar, but I'm in front of you now, so get used to it.
Beep, beep. Oh shit, he's in front of me.
Oh. So after the race, we end with 38% suspension damage.
Damn.
It seemed like after the later ones, the car wasn't taking as much damage. But hey.
Probably because you might have found... Oh, wow, that windshield was completely destroyed.
I just realized I only have $386. And it's gonna cost me over $1,000 to repair this thing.
Rip.
So, we can repair the body and the steering at least.
Just repair the steering.
I already might have repaired both because I could afford both.
Oh well.
Oh shit. Thankfully, though, after this race, I'll win all the money, and then after that, I should be able to. I'll win all the money, and then I'll be able to. What is it? What is the thing I'm trying to say? Won't have to worry about damage because I'll have enough to be able to afford for the other races and such. I don't know why I was so kind of paused to get that out, but there you go. I eventually did it.
You did it eventually.
I mean, it doesn't matter anyways. Even with the damage, the car is still running fine enough. I'm not having any trouble winning the races. Oh, you have to go. Are you actually leaving for race, or do you like legitimately have to go? Because it even still, thank you for stopping by. It's nice meeting you. Please inform all people about the stream. I would love to have more company. Talk about cars and stuff. Because, to be fair, I really do want to really push for streaming, and I would like to build a bit of a stream community with my streams. That would be pretty fun. But the boy can dream. Oh, Jesus. Kind of hit the wall there a little bit. So you got payback. Pretty much the first thing you did was make an off-road MX-5. Nice.
Congratulations.
So I saw that Q believes I'm going to have 60... By the time I'm done this race, I'll have 60% suspension damage.
What's the number currently at?
43.
I say 55, maybe 60.
It's about as insane as you think. I would imagine. With an off-road MX-5, that seems like insanity. Well, not 45.
Awesome, just 10% more to go.
Indeed. Okay. I like how this suspension has so much damage. If I turn left enough, it'll make like a sound like I've run into something.
Yeah, it's just your control arm bottoming out on an engine mount somewhere. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Hang on, my phone suddenly got darker, and I don't want that.
Just tap the screen.
Yes, I want to because I need to actually be able to read chat still. And it being at like max and the lowest brightness, I can't see it very well in my current setup.
Well, at least on the bright side, if your phone ever does go... You got me around, I'm reading chat as well.
My phone's doing okay. I mean, I've got it plugged in, so it won't run out of battery.
So it won't...
I'd hope not. I've only had this phone since July, end of July.
Well, that's good. I don't know.
On the bright side.
I still don't have a phone.
Weirdo, if you need to get in here so I can smack you for that. Because... Oh, Jesus. You remember what you said about that thing earlier, LFC? Well... It's doing that now.
So what you're saying is this car is gonna explode soon. Also, hi Weirdo.
I hope not.
And welcome back, Zero, who's now muted.
Q, I know you would... welcome back and hello, Weirdo.
Alright, and also goodbye.
Ow.
Eating, so I can't stay long.
Rude.
Oh, rip.
At least Zero's here now.
That is true.
Welcome back.
People are so moronic on the road.
Bag. I'm not 50% after halfway through the race. So Q
And
might...
Zero, you just realized that now.
Oh, that didn't actually do any further damage, still at 50.
Hooray!
I'm sorry. In a forward start, it now has so much that the jumps won't really hurt it anymore.
It's still stupid that the jumps hurt it to begin with.
Yeah, that was a pretty dumb... Ow.
It was a pretty dumb ow. I agree.
No, you'll see why I said that.
Ow.
Yeah,
Yep, I see.
that put me to 54% now. On the positive side, it's no longer scraping on the when I turn left. On the negative, it now scrapes when I turn right. And on the double negative, my phone has gone dark again, which I wish it would stop doing that.
And on the triple negative, so how about them Yanks? Wait, Opie's not here.
Well, triple negative is that there's not even a baseball season at the moment, so that doesn't work.
And the quadruple negative is football season's a thing. I mean, what?
Is I doing a GTA live stream today? Probably not.
And for those Europeans, I mean hand egg. Don't worry.
Alright, there. I've turned off the auto setting so it won't actually try to adjust brightness manually.
You know, I've always hated auto brightness.
Yeah, because it sometimes likes to just make up its mind on what it wants to do, and it's like,
Because even with my computer, it'll sometimes be like, oh, let's just adjust the brightness, even though I have that setting turned off.
I know, right?
It's like, thanks, computer. I totally told you to do that, except no. But
Hey.
at least on the bright side, my computer hasn't been bitching at me to update it lately.
That's nice. So yeah, it's currently at 56%, so 60 is very much possible. Especially,
And we still have a few laps to go.
especially after I do that, because I accidentally looked at the chat for a moment.
Possible 65%, boys?
57 at the moment. Oh, 59.
For God's sakes, Thunder.
I've apparently caught a cold. I don't feel like I'm dying, but it's made me lethargic, so I can't race. I need to figure out how to get my 3DS to stop automatically screwing with the brightness. Well, I guess the goal is now to 65. Maybe you need to leave us. But I don't want to leave you. I like talking to people. It makes me happy. Only 994 laps to go. Now wait a minute. Q1.
Only
Goddamn.
599 words to go.
Pretty sure the car's just tilting aside now. I don't know. I might have just fixed it. So yeah, it's 62%.
Yes, you fix it by crashing into a wall.
Yeah,
That's totally how fixing things works.
yeah. Apparently. Oh, it's starting to scrape again when I turn right. But what
See,
about left?
Thunder, you didn't fix it.
Oh no, just to the right.
You need to get that newfangled duct tape.
Newfangled duct tape. So tape-ish, it sticks, everything. I don't know.
You can build a bridge with it.
If this were real life by this point, you probably bent the frame so out of shape it looks like it's going sideways. You know, that would probably be true. Oh, ow, ow. So, 63%. It's at this point, it's pretty much the race to 65%.
Pretty much.
I dread to think how much this is gonna cost to repair.
All of the money. But that's okay, because you'll have money by the time this race is done.
That is also true. It's just, this poor thing is just so beaten up.
It's been so abused.
It's been abused by hard driving and some stupidity.
Pretty much.
So hang on, you said 994, now you say 9,993. Excuse me.
Sir, do you not know how to count?
Ah!
Are we at 65%?
Nope. Still at 63.
Heck. Oh, one of your taillights is out.
Yep, it's now dead. But it's fine. The car's still moving. Can't wait to taste all that prize money. Yes, that would be fun. Because then I could fix the car and get the level 3 upgrade on this. And that's always nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna disconnect for now.
Okay.
Adios.
Adios. Kinda wish there was a couple more people in voice chat, but oh well. Just so we could have a bit more of a party. Don't worry, LRC. You didn't do anything wrong.
No, I'm currently watching this thing where somebody replaced some of the Grand Theft Auto 5 characters with those from Kimono Friends. And it's kind of hilarious and utterly terrifying. Somebody's texting you like, hey, I need anything. And then
It's
now it's like, oh
hilariously
no.
terrifying.
Yes, because Bag Chan just pulled a bag of weed out of the freezer and it's kind of floating in midair.
I like how despite all that damage, the last lap was my best. And in other news, Porsche made a station wagon.
Congratulations!
Neat.
You have successfully completed this circuit. You have been awarded the gold medal.
Oh, the money, I can actually fix the car now completely.
Move on to the next circuit.
Makes me happy. Let's see how much this is going to cost to repair. $2,229.
It's some sweet, sweet money.
But the good news is the car is now fixed, and we can put the level 3 upgrade on it too.
Huzzah.
Which means time for stripes. Oh wow. Not quite what I had in mind, but looks nice. So now we have a 3-track tournament. This is... Alright, oh, this is Class B. Okay, that means I gotta get my BMW out. It's a good thing I decided not to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think I need to repair anything. Nope. So it's a 3-lap race. Dolphin Cove, Kindiak Park, Snowy Ridge. 4 laps, 4 opponents. Pro difficulty. I get 25,000 for winning this. Which is pretty nice.
Hey. And then you'll be rich.
Correct. Because I won't have to put it on any... I won't have to buy another car at the moment.
You just might have to spend some money on repair.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's nighttime.
I
Dolphin Cove.
I've somehow already managed to get 1% injured damage, and I don't think I even hit anything. Maybe that BMW very lightly, but... Also, hang
It
on a
looked
minute.
like you made contact.
Okay, maybe. It's also Dolphin Cove at night. Which means Q, where are you? It's Dolphin Cove again.
It does look like you have made contact. With
Yay! We have another man in here. It's Emil. I mean, Torrent. I mean, person.
No, it's clearly Inferno. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm
It's a
Thunder.
colossal wanker! Oh, wait, no.
No, I am now Thunder.
Excuse me.
Damn, Thunder, when did you become so British?
Oh, British!
So British.
Aw, man, Britain.
Yeah. Trying to ride in snow that's frozen over to get to work at 5 o'clock in the morning is quite possibly the most insane thing I've ever done.
Oops.
And you're gonna do it again.
Nope, because I don't go to work tomorrow till 9 o'clock and all the snow's been thawed.
Huzzah!
It's a BMW. That 1% is because you didn't calibrate it right. That fair point.
Is that,
God damn it, Thunder.
is that a Z3 or is that a Z1?
Z3.
I was gonna say, because they look awfully similar.
Well, this is 1999 graphics.
Yeah, but even then...
Oh, I got an itch. After scratched it, it felt nice.
Thanks for the information.
You are welcome. Seriously, the
He
tolerances
scratched
on
his asshole!
Seriously, the tolerances on BMW timing chains are ridiculous. Are they now?
Well, it's not perfect until it's German, you see.
Hmm. That is a true. Just, I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, that's going so.
Sounds like someone had his penis bit off.
Thank you. That's not actually what happened. That would be concerning if that was the case, though.
No, but he might have been a bee's dick away from smacking into something.
Excuse me.
You're excused. Would you like that, weirdo? Don't do it.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it. It's not worth it, man.
Don't touch.
Touch.
I said
Don't
don't
touch.
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 Don't touch!
Touch.
Do I have to follow you around all day?
That last one, though, just touch. That is like the most seductive way I've heard everyone, and I almost said everyone, anyone to ever say touch.
Please don't remind me.
Yes, because Torrent is everyone now.
Apparently. Whew. Seriously, Q, where are you? It's Dolphin Cove, you meme.
I can do that for you.
Please
Of
don't.
course you would, weirdo.
Please don't bite it off. I need it. I need things like that, you know? I get you have fantasies, but bro.
Fuck it, that was some fair fantasies.
Mm-hmm. The more you know.
Because knowledge is power.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Meanwhile, I seem to get possessed by Mr. Regular in the whole cars and coffee voice.
Cars and coffee.
Have fun.
I don't even have to say anything for that, because it's just let it sink in and just let the possession continue.
Sink it in, man.
Exactly, exactly.
I like how you hesitated there for a moment.
But where's the gift of Jericho?
It's under the tree.
Apparently we all saw the gift of Jericho. And it's called Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Something in Japanese, man.
Yeah, man.
I seriously can't wait for that match.
I imagine most people can't wait for it.
I think what Chris Jericho has done is put all eyes on Japan.
You know,
He's-
I'm pretty sure Dave Meltzer is ready to give that match a 10 stars.
No, I'm pretty sure Dave Meltzer's going to give it -5 because it's not against Okada.
I mean, you never know.
I mean, of course, this is Dave Meltzer, a man that's known for giving every single Japanese match 5 stars.
I was gonna say, but here's the thing, Dave, it's already in the Tokyo Dome, so it's an instant 5-star classic. And it hasn't even happened yet.
It's like, I don't want to be mean to Meltzer, but it's, I swear to God, sometimes I feel like he does have a bit of a bias. It's like, if you like Japanese wrestling, fine, but there are other matches that we've seen from other companies that have been 5 stars that you wouldn't rate 5 stars for some reason. Like the War Games match.
What did he rate it?
That War Games match was epic.
Do you think it was like, 4.5 or something?
Are you
Meltzer.
kidding?
Meltzer. Just
Okay.
because it's it's technically developmental doesn't mean you can't give it a 5-star match.
I don't know. I think it was 4.5 at least. I can't remember.
Well, I'm gonna go look it up.
Oh, Q has egg.
Dave Meltzer.
Q has a very late breakfast.
Here we go. Dave Meltzer star ratings NXT TakeOver War Games. It was... What? Why? He gave it 4.5 stars.
Right.
Like, why?
Excuse me. Cassius Ohno versus Lars Sullivan, 3 stars.
It's still the worst rated match on the card.
Wait.
It wasn't very good.
It's alright.
I mean, for a big man match, it was pretty good.
You wake up late, plus you work. Oh boy, you get to have to be Mr. Brown Man again. That's still an interesting. It still interests me that you actually have that as your job. Being
I mean, torn to anger you, McIntyre versus Alt.
Yes, 4 stars. I don't know why, because Andrade Cien Almas fucked up some of those spots.
You know, Aleister Black versus Velveteen Dream could have been rated a little bit higher. That was a fantastic match.
That was a brilliant storytelling.
Oh, that match was fantastic.
And yeah, in terms of storytelling, that was top notch.
God damn.
But still, what the hell kind of name is the Velveteen Dream?
Oh, guys,
That's
did you
all
hear
I
about
wanna
Leo Rush?
ask.
What?
Leo Rush got released.
Officially?
Yeah, he's released. Why? Because his ego couldn't handle the fact that Emma was released.
Is there like an official statement? Because it's been like rumored that
It's
he
been
might.
rumored, but I reckon he has been released.
Well,
Apparently, it's also been rumored that Jim Johnston was released as well.
that wasn't a rumor. He was released.
Oh yeah, that's right. For some reason.
Actually, he requested his release.
No,
Oh,
he
actually-
didn't.
No, he didn't. And it wasn't a mutual release either.
He was kind of pushed out, sadly.
Oh, guys.
Hmm?
Original plans for TakeOver War Games. Reportedly by Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer, he reported that there was not supposed to be a War Games match.
I throw boxes onto a conveyor belt for a few hours. Occasionally they're heavy, other times fragile. I don't like the heavy boxes. I wouldn't even like the fragile boxes.
I mean, I'd hate fragile boxes more. Heavy boxes I'd be okay with.
Yeah. There was not supposed to be a War Games match. It was originally planned that Drew McIntyre would be defending his NXT title against Adam Cole, while Sanity were planning to defend their NXT titles against Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Wonder why they changed that up.
It doesn't say.
Well, you know what? Whatever the case was, I think it was a good business decision to change it up. Because that War Games match was fucking fantastic.
That is correct. Meanwhile, sadly, McIntyre's out till WrestleMania. Or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because of injury that he
Very
suffered during the
serious.
Almas match.
Yeah, because he leapt off the ropes too late. And
Yeah, that
smashed
one
his
was
shoulder on the
definitely
floor.
McIntyre's fault.
He smashed his shoulders on the floor. What's it called? Hopefully he comes back after WrestleMania. On SmackDown. Imagine the fucking pop.
My question is, who's going to face Almas now?
Adam Cole. Or
I was gonna say, it's
Young.
probably gonna be either Adam Cole or Eric Young. Most likely it'll be Adam Cole.
Considering that Fish and O'Reilly now have the tag team titles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Top 10 matches rated of all time by Dave Meltzer. 6 and a quarter for Okada versus Amiga at NJPW Dominion 6-6-11.
Wasn't that
6
like the
stars,
rematch?
I think. It was 6 stars for the same people at the G1 Climax.
Exactly.
It was 6 stars at Wrestle Kingdom 11 for guess who?
Yep.
It was 6 stars for All Japan Pro Wrestling 1994. So that was the first 6-star match.
Huh. Apparently Bobby Fish was born not too far from where I live. That's neat.
Nice. Yeah, people saying this is the first 6-star match he ever gave. No, it wasn't. It was back in '94 at All Japan Pro Wrestling Budokan Hall Show, June 1994, against Mitsuhiro Misawa versus Toshiaki Kawada.
I recognize Misawa's name.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I feel like the bias shows us. It's like it's like Japan. It's like, I get Japan wrestling is athletically really good and really fun to watch, but it's like, that doesn't mean that the other companies aren't capable of making 6-star matches, and yet I feel like with Meltzer, he feels like that's the case.
Here we go. 5 3/4 for Tetsuya Naito versus Kenny Omega. This was the G1 Climax, day 19.
Well, I can only lift so many heavy boxes before I get tired and irritated, so there's my preference. That's fair enough.
Now for the 5-star matches, which surprisingly don't all include Japan.
Well, I know that.
The first two are from Pro Wrestling Guerrilla,
Oh, yeah,
which were
PWG.
quite recent actually. The first one was All Star Weekend 92, Walter versus Zack Sabre Jr. 5 stars.
Fair enough.
Then this
I mean, that
was-
makes sense. Zack Sabre Jr. is a great wrestler.
Yeah, but he can be pretty fucking reckless sometimes.
He's still a great wrestler.
Yeah. The next one came a couple weeks after the Battle of Los Angeles, Day 3. Keith Lee versus Donovan Dijak.
Oh, yeah,
Also, Thunder, what the hell is it with you and flipping your beamer over?
no idea. Also, Keith Lee that name is familiar.
Next one, we're back to Japan with the G1 Climax Day 17, Tetsuya Naito versus Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Okay.
Then it was Japan again, Best of the Super Juniors, Kushida versus Will Ospreay.
Well, it's Will Ospreay, so
Next is Japan again with
See
the
what I mean?
Sakura Genesis. Go ahead.
see what I mean, though?
Yeah. Sakura Genesis, Kazuchika Okada versus Katsuyori Shibata. Then we're back to Japan again with the new beginning in the Osaka, Tetsuya Naito versus Michael Elgin.
That name's also familiar too, Michael Elgin.
back in America now. This was Battle of Los Angeles 2016. Will Ospreay, Ricochet, Matt Sydal versus Nick Jackson, Adam Cole, and Matt Jackson.
Gee, I wonder why it's so good then.
Well, you got the Young Bucks and Adam Cole in it.
And Ricochet.
And Ospreay.
And then you just have the weak link at Matt Sydal. Nothing against Sydal personally, but it's like, I don't know. He's a bit of a troublemaker, as we know.
But is he New Jack levels of troublemaker?
Also, I'm sadly not at 19 viewers anymore.
Rip.
I'm only at
Reno.
I'm only at 11. Which is you know, I shouldn't. It's still 11 people watching, but sometimes I see that and it gets a little concerning because it makes me fear that I just am not interesting enough to keep a crowd.
A couple of other notable ones. We're going to 2012. Ring of Honor Showdown in the Sun. Davey Richards versus Michael Elgin.
Okay.
Then we got Money in the Bank 2011. CM Punk versus John Cena.
Okay.
Another Ring of Honor one. This is Super Card of Honor. Ryo Saito, Dragon Kid, Genki Horiguchi versus Saima, Naruki Dori, and Masato Yoshino.
Okay.
Ring
More
of Honor.
Japan.
Ring of Honor. This was 2005. This was Kenta Kobashi versus Samoa Joe. TNA Unbreakable. This is a triple threat match. 5 stars. AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe.
The only ever TNA match to be rated 5 stars.
Yeah, everything else was much less than 5 stars. Ring of Honor. CM Punk versus Joe 2. Pro Wrestling Noah Kenta Kobashi versus Jun Akiyama.
Names.
Noah again. All Japan Pro Wrestling. All Japan Pro Wrestling. All Japan Pro Wrestling.
So who here that's watching is actually still here? Like, people type in chat. Like, I'd like to know how many of you are still here. Apart from you two. Well, there's Benetton. And Talis just said something. Around 2 to 3 months ago, at the 24 Hours of Lemons, we almost had a British Leyland 1-2-3. Well, if only the MG of the team of an Austin and a Wolseley ran. And that's what I get for trying to... Thank you. That's what I get for trying to read chat.
Runner, may I recommend not reading chat anymore?
But I need
At
to
least
see
while
what
you're
you're
on
saying.
Snowy Rage.
Make Game Wiz read chat. He needs something to do.
Make Game Wiz great again.
But Torrent,
You read the chat.
that's like implying that I'm great to begin with.
You know, like a certain orange-haired orangutan.
But here's the thing: I'm not an orange orangutan.
I don't know. I guess it just.
Nor would I ever want to be.
I don't know. I guess it just feels like after a while, it's like when the number starts going down, I feel like I've become not as interesting, and that's a worry if I'm gonna be getting more into streaming regularly.
Also, right tail light.
Oops.
To be fair, you did sort of T-bone somebody.
Nah, they deserved it.
Yeah. Inferior Z3s.
Yeah.
I'm going to completely ignore all the Japan matches for the next 4 3/4 matches.
Oh,
But for the first,
But isn't there more 5-star matches?
they go all the way back to 1983.
Yeah, I want to hear them. You can skip the Japan ones if you want.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay. And it's gonna happen. You peak, then the numbers fall. You just gotta keep going at it. Fair enough.
WWF
You
in
do
Your
have a point.
House, Bad Blood, 1997. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, Hell in a Cell.
Extremely understandable.
WrestleMania 13, Bret Hart versus Austin.
Again, very understandable. We need to watch that match. It's really good.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
ECW Big Ass Extreme Bash Night 2. Rey Mysterio
Nice.
versus Jupiter Guerrero.
Where was this?
ECW Big Ass Extreme Bash.
What year? 95?
3. So 6.
Oh, 96. Oh, I thought Mysterio was gone by 96. I thought 95 was his last year there.
No, this is Junior.
Ah. I know. That's Rey Mysterio. We just call him Rey Mysterio because the junior name was dropped after WCW.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. 1994, WCW and AAA when worlds collide. El Hijo del Santo, Octagon, and Eddie Guerrero and Art Barr. 2 out of 3 falls, Mask versus Hair. SummerSlam
Neat.
1994, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart in a steel cage.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one was rated 5 stars.
WrestleMania 10, Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels in the ladder match.
I knew that one was.
I was gonna say that one also makes sense.
What's SMW? What's SMW? Smoky Mountain. Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Volunteer Slam 2, Rage of the Cage. Oh my god. 5-on-5 War Games match.
Which of these mountain treks do you like the most? Alpine, Need for Speed 1, Mystic Peaks, Need for Speed 2, The Summit, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, or Snowy Ridge? I'd personally, I like Snowy Ridge the most. It just kind of seems like the most fun out of all of them. Mystic Peaks, Alpine is doesn't really stick with me. Mystic Peaks is just crazy, and then The Summit is really hard, but also quite good. But I'd say Snowy Ridge is the best.
Next one down the line, WCW Wrestle War 1992 in a War Games match. Sting, Ricky Steamboat, Barry Windham, Nikita Koloff, Dustin Rhodes versus Steve Austin, Rick Rude, Arn Anderson, Bobby Eaton, and Larry Zbyszko. Wrestle War 1991, Ric Flair, Barry Windham, Sid Vicious, Larry Zbyszko versus Steen, Brian Pillman, Britt Steiner, Scott Steiner in War Games match. NWA Clash of the Champions number 9, Ric Flair versus Terry Funk in an I Quit match. Wrestle War 1989, Ric Flair versus Ricky Steamboat.
Easy to see why.
Very easy.
NWA Clash of the Champions 6. Clash of Champions 6, Raging Cajun. Ricky Steamboat versus Ric Flair, 2 out of 3 falls. NWA She-Town Rumble. Guess who? Great American Bash 1987 in the War Games match. Paul Ellering, Animal Hawk, Nikita Koloff, Dusty Rhodes versus the War Machine, Lex Luger, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, and Ric Flair. Crockett Cup 1987, Ric Flair versus Barry Windham.
Crockett Cup.
I don't know.
I didn't even remember that.
It's basically fucking Jim Crockett Productions versus NWA. That's all I can say.
Right.
Huh.
NWA Jim Crockett Sr. Memorial Tag Team Tournament. Butch Miller and Luke Williams versus Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers.
Right.
Hang on. Just trying to get something. California Wrestling Federation, Battle of the Belts 2, Barry Windham versus Ric Flair. UWF, no, that's Japan. No, hang on, that's it.
So that's all the 5-star matches?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 3/4. New Japan Pro Wrestling and Revolution Pro Wrestling Global Wars 2017. Zack Sabre versus Will Ospreay.
Again, if it says New Japan, just don't worry about it. Or Japan.
They had Revolution Pro Wrestling in it. That's based here. Alright. SummerSlam 2017. Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Samoa Joe.
Really? That got that high of a rating?
I mean,
Yeah.
it was a good match.
It was.
You saw Braun Strowman just slam Brock Lesnar through 2 tables.
Oh, Bork got murdered in that match.
And then they have a match together, and it was a
And
big
it
train wreck.
was what the complete opposite of what should have happened.
Yeah. I'm just gonna read out a few of these because most of these are fucking hell. How many Japan ones are there?
A lot.
Right.
Also, Thunder
Here we
nice
go.
finish there.
I know, right?
Okay. Found one. AFC TakeOver Chicago. Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate for the UK Championship.
Yes, that was a fantastic match.
All right.
Pro Wrestling Gorilla, nice boys. Penta L0M and Ray Phoenix versus Ricochet, Matt
Hooray, I
Sydal,
now have
Nick Jackson,
$30,000.
Matt Jackson.
And I don't need to spend it on anything really, but
That's
I will.
way too much.
But I'm curious to see. Are there any other cars that become affordable? Oh, the HSV SV99 becomes affordable. But I don't really need it, so I'm not going to get it. Also, oh yeah, the Camaro is also now affordable too.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
I actually don't need it.
I don't need it.
I still don't
I'm
need
gonna do
it.
the worst matches
Holy crap!
ever.
$7,500. That's quite a bit for just an entrance fee. Oh hey, it's mirrored. I think it's me. What is this? I think this is mirrored Landstrasse. I think.
Okay. Worst matches of all time.
Yeah, it is mirrored Landstrasse.
Here we go. We start off with
Landstrasse is a squirrel.
We start off with one that was only 2 years ago. Triple Mania 23. 6-person tag with Villanos versus Murder Clown, Monster Clown, and Psycho Clown.
People I've never heard of.
Also,
Mania
Thunder, that was a tree, buddy.
Yeah, that didn't work out as planned. It's fine. I just need to not come last.
This one, which should have been rated -10, in my opinion, which was Heroes of Wrestling 1999, Bushwhacker Luke and Butch versus Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik.
What was it rated?
-5.
So wait, is there no -1, -2, minus?
Yes, there are.
Are you just going down or something? I thought you would wanted to go.
Up, down, yeah.
I thought you would have wanted to start from like 0 stars to or something to minus. To
I'll do -5 first.
By the way,
fine.
incoming dog very soon. Maybe.
Okay, Halloween Havoc, Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus The Warrior.
Oh wow, I remember that one. That was the
Is that the one where Hogan tried to do a fireball and he sort of lit his
Yes.
face on fire?
Yes.
that match was a disaster.
Okay, WrestleMania 2, Mr. T versus Roddy Piper in a boxing match.
It was that bad?
Yes.
Was it that bad?
It was a boxing match.
It was a boxing
was a
match, but it
boxing
was
match,
more
but-
entertaining than anything I've ever seen in Mania 2.
Well, this is
Because I
done
actually sat through and
by.
watched Mania 2 with Turbo.
Well, this is done. This was done by Lord Meltzer, so don't expect much.
He must have not been having any humor that day.
Yeah,
That
maybe.
or Meltzer doesn't know what boxing is.
Yeah. 1985, the wrestling classic, Junkyard Dog versus Moondog
Oh
Spot.
no, not the wrestling classic.
The wrestling classic as a whole was just boring.
That put me to sleep.
It was so
Right.
bland and
Alright, here we go. Worst matches of all time. We're gonna do. It starts off with -1.25 stars.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Starcade 1999. Vampiro versus Oklahoma.
So wait a minute, -1.25. There's no just -1.
No, this is this is the worst rated matches in history.
Maybe
I don't
one
know
day we
why.
will see a -1.
Yeah, it was Vampiro versus Oklahoma.
God, the fucking Oklahoma gimmick is just like the
Was
worst.
insulting.
It was
That was
stupid.
it was insulting as a whole.
Well, I mean, it was also in really bad taste,
Yes.
and yet they still ran with it.
For reasons I can't figure out.
I don't think
Wasn't
any.
Oklahoma a parody gimmick of Jim Ross?
Yes.
Yes, and it
That's
took
why.
everything that happened to Jim Ross and then tried to make heel heat out of it.
Oh, they also made fun of his Bell's palsy.
Which, to be fair, Vince McMahon did that as well. I think.
Yes.
Which is a dick move, by the way.
Yes.
Alright, here we go. Another -1.25. WrestleMania 2000. Test and Albert versus Alcino and Steve Blackman.
I don't remember.
Test. This is a test.
I don't remember that one at all. Then again, I remember very little of WrestleMania 2000, with the exception of like
There was
a
not a
couple
singles
matches.
match on that card.
The only match I can remember is the every McMahon corner.
I remember the three-way like triangle or whatever they called it match between the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian. That was at
Yeah.
WrestleMania 2000. And there was also
Yeah,
and
I
then there was
remember
also Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit versus Chris Jericho.
That was good as well, I have to admit.
Apart from that, I don't remember anything else except for that botched finish for the hardcore match.
Good lord. Alright, moving up to -1.5. We start off with the Madison Square Garden show of February '87. Jake Roberts versus King Kong Bundy.
Probably more King Kong Bundy's fault.
I was gonna say, it's King Kong
Horrible.
Bundy.
He was horrible.
He looks like a giant thumb.
Yes, he does. Sacramento show, June 1987. Billy Jack Haynes versus Danny Davis.
I only recognize the later name.
You only recommend the later name. God damn it.
WrestleMania 4. The Ultimate Warrior versus Hercules.
Why? Why?
Next up, Saturday night's main event taping. Dusty Rhodes versus the Big Boss Man.
Really?
This
That
was
one
me.
was,
Boss man.
that one was that bad? Well then.
This was '89.
I mean, it still has Dusty Rhodes in it, and the Big Boss Man was a decent wrestler for his time.
I think it was because it was super slow and boring.
Maybe.
Alright. Royal Rumble 1992. It was the Beverleys, or Midnight Express, I think that's what they were called. Blake Beverly and Bo Beverly. Was they the Midnight Express? Let's have a look.
I don't think they were the Midnight Express.
Were they managed by Jim Cornette?
They were the Beverly Brothers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They were the Beverly Brothers versus the Bushwhackers. WCW Wrestle War 1992. What? But the Super Invader versus Todd Champion.
Let's
That sounds like a name you'd hear in Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
Yes, it does. This is WCW after all. They came up with the Shockmaster.
Fucking
Oh my
Southpaw. There
god.
needs to be more Southpaw.
Oh. Okay. Going up more.
And that's what I get for trying to look at something for a moment.
This was a Tokyo show called War. And it featured Yashiro Ito versus Yuji Yasukoda, I think.
So it does prove that Japan can make bad matches.
Yes. Next up, King of the Ring, 1995. I think you can guess the one.
Is it the final?
Gonna guess there's gonna be a Mabel involved.
Yes. Mabel versus The Undertaker.
Why, oh why, did they ever thought Mabel would have been a good idea that year?
Here we go. A WCW Hog Wild. Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus The Big Show.
That's-
Well,
That was the match.
well, it's a bad match.
I think that was the match Hogan won the championship and Kristen at the NWO World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't know. Next up,
1 second, by the way.
WCW Sold Out 1997. The same match. Sold Out 1997 was a train wreck. It's
a big bad match that day.
This was a pay-per-view which they had the first match. Someone ran over someone with a bike. Yes. They got a bike in the fucking arena and then someone ran them over with the Harley.
Sure, it wasn't just like a rinky-dink little...
No, it
Puffy
was an
mountain
actual
bike?
motorcycle.
Oh dear.
Yes. Next up, WrestleMania 13. In a fatal four-way elimination tag team match, we had the Blackjacks, Mosh and Thrasher, Henry Godwin, the Godwin Bros, and Doug Furnace and Field-a-Thon.
Alright, sorry, I just had to check something for a moment. Oh,
It was-
uh-oh, Q's posted a tweet. It mustn't look...
I was going to say, WrestleMania 13, fatal four-way elimination tag team match. Mosh and Thrasher versus the Blackjacks, the Godwin Brothers, and Doug Furnace and Field-a-Thon.
Well then.
It's
Next.
okay. That person better have fun with that because that's going to be quite the painful experience.
It's a lot of candy cane.
Here we go. WWF In Your House 17, Ground Zero. It was Savio Vega versus Crush and Farouk.
I only
in
recognize
a triple
Farouk.
threat. I don't know who Crush was.
Crush was a wrestler.
Who even is Savio Vega?
A wrestler.
Okay, 1997 again. Halloween Havoc. Alex Wright versus Steve McMichael.
Oh, it's Mongo. That would no wonder why he was bad.
Here comes Mongo.
McMichael as a wrestler was horrible. Like, he was really bad. He was an okay talker, but he was not a good wrestler.
Was he Eva Marie bad?
Not far off.
Okay, here we go.
He was also
1997.
he was also, for whatever reason, put as a member of the Four Horsemen once.
Yes.
Okay, that's an insult to the Four Horsemen.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, this was during the same incarnation that had people like Kurt Hennig and Chris Benoit in it, and of course
Yes.
Ric Flair.
Yes.
It's very bizarre.
Okay. Next up, Survivor Series 1997. In a Survivor Series match, The Interrogator.
Who?
I don't know. The Interrogator, The Jackal, Recon, and Sniper.
I don't know
Where's
what any
the
of those
Yeti?
are.
I don't know either.
I don't think any of us know.
Versus Crush, Chains, 8-Ball, and Skull.
Who?
I don't know.
I got nothing.
Okay. WCW Uncensored 1998. Randy Savage versus Hulk Hogan.
Oh no!
How did they make
This
such a
match
bad
sucked.
match? How did they make such a bad match?
Probably Hulk. Probably more of Hogan's due, and then Savage just couldn't really was trying to work a better match with him, but couldn't. So some early DAF cars have belt-driven transmissions, which means they are just as fast in reverse as they are forwards. That sounds like fun.
Okay, WrestleMania 14. In a tag team battle royal.
Okay.
Huh.
Which featured Skull and 8-Ball.
Again, who?
It featured Chains, Bradshaw, Sniper, and Recon.
Okay, there's one name I recognize.
Oh god, not Bradshaw.
Two members of the Nation of Domination,
Who
Farouk
were?
and D'Lo Brown.
Okay, so two
Mark
people I
Henry.
actually recognize. Oh, hey, Mark Henry.
Scott Taylor, Thrasher, Mosh,
I
Robert
reckon.
Gibson.
Oh, wait, Thrasher and Mosh, the headbangers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actual sport for reversing DAFs. Is there really?
There's a sport for everything these days.
Okay, what else?
Those are names I can't recognize versus the Road Warriors.
Well, what are the other names?
Bodacious Bart,
Bart Gunn?
Bombastic Bob,
Bob Holly?
Godwin Brothers, Flash Funk.
Oh, I
Steve
recognize the
Black-
Godwin brothers. What? Okay, so after Godwin brothers, what did you say?
Flash Funk,
Nope, no idea.
Steve Blackman,
Well, recognize Steve Blackman.
Brian Christopher,
Recognize Brian Christopher.
Pierre Oulet.
I actually do recognize Pierre Oulet.
Who was he?
He was a wrestler they had around for a few years. For a while, he was mostly during the New Generation. I imagine '98 would have been around the time he probably left the company.
Pierre Oulet and Jacques Rougeau.
Jacques Rougeau is another one I recognize.
Kama Mustafa.
I vaguely recognize Kama Mustafa. I think that might have been eventually became the Godfather, or I could be thinking of the wrong person.
I think you're right, actually.
Jesus Castillo Jr.
No idea.
Jose Estrada Jr. and Miguel Perez Jr.
I recognize Jose Estrada because he was Edge's first opponent.
Jose Estrada Jr. Who? The Super Medic. No. They were part of Los Boricas. Los Boricas.
I'll recognize Las Barricas.
Which also features Savio Vega.
So that's where he's from. They're
Yeah.
they weren't belt driven. They were a primitive CIT. Is Weirdo still here? I haven't heard from him in a while.
No, Weirdo died a while ago.
He's dead.
God damn it!
Dead.
Alright, here we go. 1998, Judgment Day. The Undertaker versus Kane.
That was rated that poorly.
Yes. Remember, this is Dave Meltzer.
I would need to watch that match to see why it would be rated that poorly.
Yeah.
Because that seems a little questionable.
WCW World War III 1998. Steve Ray and Conan.
I recognize Conan.
Survivor Series 1999 8-person tag. Mae Young, The Fabulous Moolah, Tori and Deborah versus Ivory, Luna, Jacqueline, and Terry.
So all those
I don't-
names sound familiar except for Terry.
Who was Terry? Let's have a look.
The one I recognize the most out of that would probably be
Terry Runnels.
oh. Okay, that's a little more familiar now. But yeah, the ones I would recognize the most out of that would be Mae Young, Moolah, and Jacqueline.
She was known as Marlena. The fuck?
So Thunder, how are those headlights?
Dead.
And you're also missing a taillight. Man, it's a good thing there's no police here.
Okay, last match to
You
be
get 3
rated.
tickets, one per light you broke.
Wait, last match you said?
The last 3 matches, which had -1.5, were Survivor Series 2005, which was Teddy Long versus Eric Bischoff.
Holla holla.
Next was Royal Rumble 2006, Mickey James versus Ashley Mazzaro.
Probably because that. Okay, now that would probably have to be because Ashley.
Ashley was not very good. She was fucking over, but she wasn't very good. And 2000 SummerSlam 07. Batista versus the Great Khali.
Well,
Yep, no surprises there.
when you have to do a match with the Great Khali, and you know Batista was already just an okay wrestler at best. You're kind
Over
of
as hell, though.
oh yeah, well he was very good at being over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And then
here we go.
2014 happened.
Yeah,
he was booed.
And
out.
then he wasn't over anymore.
No, he wasn't over from the start.
No, he had an okay reaction, and then he won. Then he actually won the Rumble.
Yeah, and then disaster struck. Okay, -2 stars, starting in 1985 at WrestleMania. Wendy Richter versus Leilani Kai.
Actually, hang on a minute. I just realized something. This final match in the knockout, I'm just racing against a clone of myself.
Lovely.
But his license plate doesn't say Thunder.
That is also
or
true.
Lightning.
It says Rapido.
So I guess he's supposed to be
Is it too
fast.
dark here when you're without headlights? It could be worse. Well, you got it. You do have a point, Franco.
Lord. Next match.
Anyways,
Fresh-
the one that you've just mentioned, I only recognize Wendy Richter. I don't recognize the other one.
Yeah. Leilani Kai. Who was she?
A female wrestler.
She was from Tampa, Florida.
Oh, so Weirdo could have said hi to her once, maybe. I don't know.
Her last match was in 2015.
Wow.
Yeah. Good lord.
Huh.
Anyways, moving on.
Next match, Fresh No Show, September 1985. Big John Studd versus Mr. Wrestling II.
Why does that Mr. Wrestling the second name sound familiar?
It was a US luchador.
That would explain it.
Don't you mean Mr. Wrestling 2?
I think it is Mr. Wrestling 2. Wait, Angel's auto hosting. Did he already stop streaming?
I honestly don't know.
I thought he would have. I thought he would have streamed longer.
May have gotten done with his Forzathon.
Okay,
Possibly.
American Wrestling Alliance, Super Clash 2. Boris Zukov versus Jerry Blackwell.
I believe DAF pulled out of the automotive industry in the 80s, went on to just building trucks. Anyways, what did you say? Sorry, Torrent?
American Wrestling Alliance, Super Clash 2. Jerry Blackwell versus Boris Zukov.
I very vaguely recognize the Boris Zukov name, but not really.
Okay. Oakland Show, WWF, Kamala versus George Steele.
Okay, those are both names I recognize.
1 month later at Fresno, it was Scott Casey versus Jose Estrada.
Oh, hey, Estrada again.
A few months later, NWA Bunkhouse Stampede, Nikita Koloff versus Bobby Eaton.
Really? Bobby Eaton was in that bad of a match?
I don't know either.
Because I've seen some of Eaton's matches. He's really good. Quite underrated, to be honest.
WrestleMania 4, Rick Rude versus Jake Roberts.
Wow, that's a bit surprising.
SummerSlam 89, Dusty Rhodes versus the Honky Tonk Man.
Well, it is the Honky Tonk Man after all, and really he was more just a comedy gag than an actual good wrestler.
Yeah.
Even though I think he still has the longest IC title reign.
Also, by the way, I just won $40,000.
Congratulations.
Extolment.
Okay, tag team match at NWA Halloween Havoc. Jimmy Garvin and Michael Hayes versus the Youngbloods.
No idea. Say I have $60,000 now. I wonder what cars I could technically afford if I wanted to. Let's take a look.
Dodge Viper.
That's a mod.
Dodge Viper.
All right, so we have an Aston Martin DB7. That's $35,000. The BMW M Coupe, which is $50,000. Same with the M Roadster, also being $50,000 apparently. The Corvette is also available at $50,000. That's like one of the best A-class cars in the game. anything else? Oh yeah, the XKR, that's at 40,000. And that's it. I can't afford anything else. Oh jeez. Alright. Clown shoe. Well, Q is apparently back. He missed some at night Dolphin Cove. Oh hey, route a daunt for this time. 4-lap high stakes race.
This is the exact one that I couldn't get past.
Well, even if I lose my car here, technically it's not a big deal because I can easily just go buy another A-class car.
Or you could just save it and reload.
Oh hey, and it's I'm going against an XKR. I actually would prefer to have that over my Firebird, to be honest.
Alright, next one up. It was Clash of Champions. Sorry.
Actually, by 1976, they started to just build Volvos on their planet. Well, in their planet, I mean plant, excuse me. That's the old supercharged Jag engine DB7, right? I believe so. Because it is the pre-facelift DB7. Anyways, continue.
Clash of Champions 16 Full Brawl. Banhammer versus Terence Taylor.
Banhammer?
Vanhammer.
Oh.
Banhammer. Next up, Halloween Havoc 1991. It was a Chamber of Horrors match.
Oh god, that match.
Sting, Rick Stein, Sting, the Steiner brothers, El Gigante versus Abdullah the Butcher, the Diamond Stud, Cactus Jack, and Big Bam Bader.
Oh god, it's that match.
Was it that bad?
It was that bad.
It's the one with the electric chair, right?
Yes.
Oh, good lord, that. Oh. I don't want to know now.
Good, because it's really bad.
It's
Next
shockingly bad.
Next up, 2 matches from WrestleMania 8.
2 matches.
Hulk Hogan versus Sid Justice, and Earthquake and Typhoon versus Ted DiBiase and Erwin R. Shyster.
Okay, the Hogan versus Sid Justice one makes sense because that was a botched finish to begin with.
Yes, it was.
And also, ending WrestleMania on a DQ finish.
Then again, Sid Vicious is just a walking, talking botch.
Well, he has half the brain that we do.
But he's more the man that we are.
Yeah.
And now they're VDL and Ned Carr, who build minis and the X1.
Okay.
Wait, the
next
BMW
up.
X1?
Right.
Probably.
Yeah,
Next
so
up.
I do actually plan on selling the Firebird if I win, because the XKR is better.
Next up, Clash of the Champions 25. Rick Rude versus Road Warrior Hawk. Oh, 2 from New Japan.
Hey.
1 from Wrestling Donkata blah 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 1994. El Gigante versus Tadao Yasuda.
Better late than never, Denny. Thanks for the host.
And the other one from 1995 is Antonio Inoki versus Gerald Gordeau. I was gonna say, if that was the Great Antonio.
God, that match.
It just stood there and slapped his chest.
The great no Celio.
Yes. I was gonna say, if that was him, I'll just piss myself laughing.
Are you holding Are you like holding purple fire? That just sounds really painful, Denny.
Yeah, it does.
But it's fire.
Exactly.
It's his fire. So it won't hurt him.
Okay.
Oh.
Super Brawl 5, 1995. Ken, it was both Sullivan brothers facing each other. Kevin Sullivan and Dave Sullivan.
My money was on Sullivan.
A month later, 2 matches from Uncensored 95. One was a King of the Road match featuring the Blacktop Bully and Dustin Rhodes.
I think isn't that the match where Dustin Rhodes bladed?
What, bladed till he bled like a pig?
Oh, they both bladed. They were both fired after the match.
Yeah, because WCW ran a strict no blood policy.
So
Well,
wait, if you accidentally got busted open, does that mean you were fired?
If it was accidental, you probably received a small fine of $10,000.
Yes, because something happened that you can't basically control your body not to do.
But if you did it intentionally, yeah, future endeavored.
As it turns out, it was WWF's game because Dustin Rhodes turned into gold dust.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and it
The
became
other-
the most successful gimmick he's ever had.
Yep. And the other match from Uncensored was Meng and Hacksaw Jim Duggan in a martial arts match.
Oh, this sucked.
Good God. Next up was a tag team match from Clash of the Champions 31. It was Sting and Road Warrior Hawk versus Meng and Kurosawa. Then at In Your House 4, it was Yokozuna versus Mabel.
Oh boy, you gotta go do the boxes. Alright,
Thank
see you
you.
later, Q. Thanks for stopping by.
See ya,
Also,
Yeah.
friggin' Yokozuna.
The
Yes, a
giant.
man built from Japan, although it was really from Samoa.
Built from the Isle of Japan, Samoa.
America.
The Isle of something. I don't know.
That wasn't even close, by the way. That was thrashing.
Next, at
I
Super
guess
Bowl
you made
6.
Scream.
Oh my god. So next up at Super Brawl 6, it was Conan versus the One Man Gang.
Yeah, did it.
Woo!
A year and a bit later at Slamboree 1997, it was Steve McMichael versus Reggie White. Actually, speaking of WCW, they had some really shit gimmick themes and some really poor gimmicks, mainly given to jobbers.
So yeah, I thought the sex car was only level 2.
I remember Glacier's debut, and he was fighting against someone called The Gambler.
Is there no way I can compare my cars? Showroom, maybe? Alright, car comparator.
Showcase? I don't know.
I'm curious to just see how the XKR fares compared to the Firebird.
Firebird.
Okay, yeah, the XKR is better in pretty much every category except for braking. And acceleration's tied. So yeah, I'm gonna sell my Firebird and just use the... So that being said, I do need a Chevrolet now because of the Chevrolet Cup.
Corvette. 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 Corvette.
And this is where I leave the stream. See you later, people.
Oh, come on.
Nice knowing you, Game Wiz.
See you again, Wiz.
Now that just seems a little petty.
The Thunder, you know the deal.
Doesn't matter. What the fuck?
Actually, no, it just means I'll just have Discord hover over the stream. So I don't see the Corvette.
Jesus Christ.
I really don't like Corvettes.
I can tell.
Hey, Wiz, what do you think of the LS?
If
Fucking sucks.
Wiz?
might as well just get it out of the way.
That's my opinion of the LS.
Okay then, so I guess I know what I'm not supposed to swap under the hood of my car.
Correct.
Okay, next up ECW WrestleFest 50 Years of Funk. Balls Mahoney versus Bubba Ray Dudley.
That already sounds kind of bad.
Friggin' Balls Mahoney. Why was that a wrestling name?
I don't know.
That sounds like something a 2-year-old would make.
Just don't know. Next up at In Your House 19 D-Generation X, it was Triple H versus Sergeant Slaughter in a boot camp match.
Uh,
I don't know. King of the Ring 98, it was... Oh, good lord.
Which match
Game
was this?
Wiz... Do you remember the tag match, Game Wiz?
God damn it, I did it again.
Wait, Torin, didn't you join Mueller and I for watching King of the Ring 98?
Yes. Do you remember Brian Christopher Scott Taylor versus Al Snow in Head? Where he pinned him with head and shoulders?
Oh my god, that match was so bad!
It was horrible.
Just why?
Yes. Thunder, you heard right. Head was pinned with a bottle of Head and Shoulders.
No, they stuck head onto a bottle of head and shoulders.
You know what, with that, I should probably just end the stream. Because nothing's gonna top that.
Just clip it and put it on a podium. Best thing that will ever happen.
Just why?
I don't know. Next up, at Road Wild 98, Steve McMichael versus Brian Adams. Yes, you heard right, Brian Adams.
Fucking head, though.
What a bunch of head.
Next was SummerSlam 98. It was Giant Silver, Golga, and Kurgan versus basic. Was it the Orient? No, it wasn't the Orient Express. It
On
was...
that note, I'm going to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
It
Okay.
was Giant Silver, Golga, and Kurgan versus Kai and Tai in a handicap tag match. Fucking Kai and Tai.
I remember them.
Next up, WrestleMania 15, Sable versus Tori. In a predictably horrendous match.
Brian Adams, a dude from AC/DC. No, not that Brian Adams. Actually, wait. Shit.
It wasn't that Brian Adams, don't worry.
Okay, good.
Next up, SummerSlam 1999, it was Ivory versus Tori.
I got an itch.
It was... Oh, good lord. Mayhem 1999 WCW was David Flair versus Kimberly Page.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh god, these get worse. WCW, the Great American Bash, Vampiro versus Sting in a Human Torch match.
Excuse me?
It got worse. Bash at the Beach 2000, we had Vampiro versus the Kiss Demon.
Oh my god.
So I come back to hearing the phrase "the kiss demon."
Yes, the Kiss Demon in a graveyard match. So you're like the one that I said earlier. It was SummerSlam 1998. It was Giant Silver, Goldberg, and Kurgan versus Kai and Tai in a handicap match.
What the hell? Did Funaki at least do something?
I don't know. Next up was WCW New Blood Rising, Major Guns versus Miss Hancock.
Oh my god.
If you're wondering who Major Guns was well, shit. Like, really shit.
Okay, so it wasn't a wrestler or a woman, it was just shit, apparently.
Yes.
Just
Miss
literal shit.
And Miss Hancock, who was Stacy Keibler.
Stacy Keibler? You mean Stacy Keibler?
Yeah, Stacy Keibler, who was involved in that truly god-awful storyline in which David Flair was found out to not be the father of Miss Hancock's child at the wedding, in which it would be announced that Vince Russo will be the father. But even Vince Russo thought that was stupid, so he put Ric Flair as the father.
That never even happened. I don't even think that ever happened.
It didn't happen because it was stupid.
No, I don't. I think it did. No, no.
Fired.
I think it didn't happen because the company went out of business before it could resolve.
No, it was a legit storyline which actually happened before the storyline dissolved, before the whole company dissolved.
Oh boy.
Side note, never get a beagle.
Yeah.
I walked by somebody's house getting groceries and I saw a beagle.
This match was a rip-off for clothes match. Basically,
But yeah,
bra and
beagles are
panties.
great dogs, and then they start barking.
Next up, at WCW Sin, it was Sin in a four corners match. Scott Steiner versus Road Warrior Animal, Sid Vicious, and Jeff Jarrett.
Friggin' Scott Steiner.
That's the match where Sid broke his like tibia or whatever.
Yes, because he was forced to do that move under his own free will.
Mm-hmm. Didn't they just call off the match after that or something?
No, it carried on.
Oh.
Next up.
Still a really hard to watch thing though.
That was horrible.
Oh yeah, because you could see his leg just snap,
Yeah. That looked terrible.
and that's why the top rope big boot is banned.
Well, it's a bad move to begin with.
A regular big boot though, that's okay.
Yeah, because at least you're not having to jump off the top rope.
Yeah.
Even a middle rope big boot would probably not be very good either.
Next up, Unforgiven 2001. Kane, it was the Brothers of Destruction versus Brian Clark and Brian Adams.
Chronic.
So it was the Brian show.
Yeah. 5 years later, we have New Year's Resolution 2006. Shelton Benjamin versus Viscera.
Something that Shelton Benjamin was in that was really bad. Well then again, probably because of Viscera.
Did you hear the opponent?
I did.
2007, it was TNA Lockdown. James Storm versus Chris Harris in a blindfolded 6 sides of steel match. This was an example
Need
of
for
Vince
Speed,
Russo's-
fucking phase in the chat. Need for Speed, Brian. I swear to God, a lot of
So
this has
hi,
been
Brian.
wrestling. I swear to God, a
I'm
lot of this
Brian.
has become wrestling chat, and I apologize for people turned off by that.
Sorry.
I'm just sitting here wondering, like, I like ice cream.
I mean, you still have 12 viewers.
That's good. Enough, I guess.
Yeah, but again, hear the words 6 sides of steel and blindfolded.
Why?
This was just overbooked bullshit from Vince Russo.
Why the hell do so many wrestlers have names that sound like petrol heads?
Oh, don't worry. There was one that was a literal petrol head.
Oh.
Sparkling Holly.
Oh, yeah.
Another one from TNA. It was Genesis 2009. It was... Oh. Now I see why. It was Roxy, Taylor Wilde, ODB versus Rocker Khan, Raisha Saeed, and Sojourner Bolt. That match was a disaster.
I will say I like how this Chevrolet Cup has been on all 3 raceway tracks, which is nice.
Okay, there's only 2 2.25 matches. 2 2.25 matches. It was the Royal Rumble 1990. Jim Duggan versus the Big Boss Man. And HOW Heroes of Wrestling. Abdullah the Butcher versus the One Man Gang. That was it.
Oh, it wasn't Akeem the African Dream.
There's only a few 2.5 ones. Capital Combat. It was Paul Ellering versus Teddy Long. In a
Holla,
hair
holla.
versus hair match in 1990.
Teddy Long had hair?
I don't know either.
Now that's a strange thought. Teddy Long with hair.
4 years later, WCW Super Brawl 4, Jim Steele versus The Equalizer. Then it was Survivor Series 1994. It was Jerry Lawler's Royal and his Royal Slaves versus the Clowns.
Doink and the Dinks.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Did
Then-
Lawler sweep that match?
I don't know.
Freaking Doink and Dink.
Next up, Halloween Havoc 2000, Mike Awesome versus Vampiro.
Wait, Mike Awesome, he wasn't that 70s dude yet?
I think he was that 70s dude.
Oh my god.
Ben, oh. 16 years later, one night only knockouts TNA. It was a gauntlet battle royal with Awesome Kong going up against Rebel, The Owner, Chelsea Green, Marty Bell, Jade, and Madison Rain.
Oh dear.
Yes. Oh. The only 2 and 3 minus 2. Oh, God. Go ahead.
I can't remember. When did Scott Steiner do announcing for one night in TNA?
Look at. No, that wasn't. Look at the adjective. The only 2 and 3 minus 2 3/4 match. It was War Tokyo Show. Takashi Ishikawa versus the Great Kabuki.
Kabuki! I like that name.
Now for minus 3 stars.
Which there's probably a few in there.
WWF, the Madison Square Garden show. It was David Schultz versus Rocky Johnson.
Who as the first and Rocky Johnson as the second? Interesting.
1987 at the Fresh Nose show. It was the Fabulous Moolah versus Debbie Combs.
Don't recognize how Debbie Combs is.
1988, it was Clash of Champions 4, Seasons Beatings, Ivan Koloff versus Paul Jones.
Hooray, I've won.
You did it.
WrestleMania 5 was Jake Roberts versus Andre the Giant.
Hey, do you remember Andre the Giant? I remember Andre the Giant. He was big.
Big. Now see, my only issue is that you just get a car rather than money.
It's a special car, though.
That is true.
It's a Camaro.
A
Next.
bonus Camaro.
Next
It
up,
has fancy paint.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I remember the day I actually saw a 30th anniversary Camaro in the parking lot of some shopping mall.
Nice. Those things are fucking rare.
It wasn't in good shape, though.
Ah.
It's slightly worse than the Corvette.
Well, time to sell it.
I'm just showing it on screen, like this comparison. Because, I mean, acceleration and braking is the same, but the top speed and handling are both worse. Like, the handling is notably worse on the Camaro. Plus, I could use, like, the $40,000 anyways, because I have, like, very little money. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the Camaro anyways. Sorry. Because I could actually use that money to upgrade the Corvette, because then I can have basically the game's best A-class car.
Heck. Time to not watch more.
Yeah.
Alright, next match. WCW First Super Brawl. Kevin Nash as Oz versus Tim
Oh my
Parker.
god.
Next was UWF Beach Brawl. Boris Zukov versus Paul Sampson. Then you got Halloween Havoc 92, Rick Rude versus Master Chono.
No, I do not want to sell this because I need an A-class car at least.
Battle Bowl, Dustin Rhodes and King Kong.
Alright,
Was that King Kong Bundy?
What time is it? It's 5:39, so I've been going for nearly 3.5 hours.
Oh,
How much
this
longer
guy...
do you want to go for tonight?
I mean, maybe at least a little bit more. Because I might as well, if people are still watching.
Okay, this is weird. Dustin Rhodes and King Kong. King Kong was a man who was actually defeated by the Shockmaster.
Oh.
Well, that's shocking.
Versus the Equalizer and Awesome Kong.
Huh.
This is 1993.
Well, what was this? Kong versus Kong match?
So wait, there was an Awesome Kong in 93?
Yeah.
Oh.
He only had 2 matches.
Oh. Oops.
3 years later, at Uncensored 96, it was a Tower of Doom Cage 2-on-8. Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Meng, The Barbarian, Lex Luger, Kevin Sullivan, Zed Gangster, and The Ultimate Solution.
Now that sounds like a clusterfuck.
The Ultimate Solution was actually supposed to be called The Final Solution. Guess where the Final Solution comes from?
I don't even need to say.
No,
There's a
you
good
don't.
There's a good reason they didn't go with the Final Solution.
Yes.
Sadly, the only wrestling I keep up with is VGCW. What the hell's that?
Video game something. Video game championship wrestling.
Is that like a channel? I'd imagine it has to be.
Yeah. 3 years later after that, we had a... Oh my god, what is this? Unforgiven 1999, we had Al Snow versus Big Boss Man in a Kennel from Hell match.
Oh god.
Why?
A couple of weeks later, at 2 matches from Heroes of Wrestling, we had King Kong Bundy and Jim Neidhart versus Yokozuna and Jake Roberts. How does Jim Neidhart make a bad match?
Well, you would have had to actually see the match to know why it was that bad.
And the other one was Greg Valentine versus George Steele.
Like, I'll try to explain it. By this time, Yokozuna was around 800 pounds, and Jake Roberts was incredibly drunk. It's the same night. The same night where he also mentioned a promo where he says that you don't want to play card games with him because he'll cheat.
Oh no, that promo.
Yes, that's
You
from the
want to
same
play
event.
21? I've got 22.
That means you're over.
Good God Almighty.
And basically, he was like immobile to do anything because he was that drunk.
Oh boy.
And then there was Yokozuna.
Yeah, he was big
Next
then.
up, yeah, pretty fucking massive. Next up, King of the Ring 2000. It was Pat Patterson versus Gerald Briscoe in an evening gown match.
Ugh, fucking. You're giving me nightmares again thinking about that. Excuse me.
It gets worse. And at TNA Against the Worlds 2007, we had Christy Hemme versus the big fat oily guy in a tuxedo match.
Excuse me?
I'm not making this up. The big, fat, oily guy versus Christy Hemme.
That is a hilarious name. I am sorry.
That is, well then. I don't really know what to make of that.
1 week later, at No Way Out, it was Finley and Hornswoggle versus Finley and Hornswoggle versus the Boogeyman and Little Boogeyman.
Oh my god.
Good God.
Basically, if you want to see... Oh, so it's like... So the VGCW is a thing where someone does a proper commission with game characters, so... in the WWE game. So basically, if you want to see Dr. Eggman pull a suplex on someone, there you go. That would make sense.
Okay. Okay, -3.5. Only 3 of them. 1991, The Great American Bash. Bobby Eaton versus PN News.
Eh?
This dude was... I don't know. He was teaming up with PN News versus Steve Austin and Terrence Taylor in a scaffold tag match.
Well then.
5 years later, at In Your House 7, Good Friends, Better Enemies. The Ultimate Warrior versus Goldust.
And Gabe Newell was GM for the longest time. Oh.
God. Next up, ECW, November to Remember, Sabu versus the Sandman in a tables and ladder match.
Well
But
then.
no chairs.
Ah, but you see, that match wasn't invented. Apparently.
Apparently, I went so fast on that lap, I beat the lap record. Nice. At least we managed to do it during this stream. Again, nice.
Next up, WrestleMania 3. Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant.
Oh hey, look at that.
Hometown.
It's a Need for Speed 3 track.
Oh boy.
Yep, the match that gave us the iconic scene got -4.
What got a -4?
Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3.
Well, it's more significant because of what the match led to, but as a quality match, it wasn't.
It was horrible.
Then we had Gary Oak for a bit. I'm not kidding. Well then.
Gary Oak as the GM of a even a video game wrestling promotion. Just why?
2 WrestleManias later, we had the Bushwhackers versus the Rougeaus.
Oh.
1990, Clash of the Champions 13. Sid Vicious versus the Night Stalker.
That's a name to have.
But it's not as funny as what, the big fat oily guy or just the big oily guy?
No, it's the big fat oily guy.
Just why?
Next up, New Japan at Battle 7. It was Sting versus Tony Palmer.
Okay.
I'm assuming this was fake Sting.
Possibly.
What, you mean NWO Sting?
Yes. Or the Executioner.
Wait, Executioner? Executioner's not here. What are you on about? Kappa face.
Next up, Fall Brawl 1998 in a 3v3 War Games. It was the Warrior, Roddy Piper, Diamond Dallas Page versus Lex Luger, Sting, Kevin Nash versus Stevie Ray, Bret Hart, and Hulk Hogan. And then, you're not going to be surprised by this one.
Am I?
Victory Road 2009.
Oh, say no more.
Yes, Charbel versus Survivor Jeddah.
So what did Embryo did again? A? I like how I accidentally hit the back of that, and now the left side looks like it's got like one of those WTF looks on it.
Wait a minute, that's not right.
Yep, we actually got to see that match.
I like how there's a BMW Z3 in this race. Just like at the back. Just like, I brought the right car, yeah! And finally Red Rock Ridge.
Hey, another fantastic track.
Yep, we got a combination of high stakes and Need for Speed 3 tracks. That is nice. It's also one of the reasons I like high stakes in the PC is that it has these tracks. Oh, excuse me.
That is that.
Finally done?
Yeah. Oh god. Worst match of 2016. Most of them are duds. One is minus 2.5 stars. The rest are duds.
Huh.
What are duds?
Awful. Pointless matches.
Oh, matches so bad they didn't even deserve a rating?
Yeah.
But
ironically, most of them are from New Japan.
oh.
What a
Get
way
wrecked.
to come in.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Scotian.
One of those matches was TNA Bound for Glory 2016, Gail Kim versus Maria Kanellis. How the fuck does that Gail Kim make a bad match?
Simple. TNA.
I like ice cream.
Lovely.
Ice cream's good.
That's something that would wake RC up.
God. One night only in a Monsters Ball match, Abyss versus Grado.
Oh.
Now you see, when you put Grado in a match, what do you expect?
Comedy.
Yes.
Because I was
Not a
going to say,
full-blown
Grado's a
dud.
comedy dude, isn't he?
Here we go, Money in the Bank 2016, Gold Dust and R-Truth versus Fandango and Tyler Breeze.
LRC.
The Golden Truth versus
LRC
Breeze
wants
on
some
Go.
ice cream.
LRC is definitely muted, so we can't hear
He's
you.
mute deaf.
Roadblock, End of the Line, Rusev versus Big Cass.
He's so deaf he can't see.
Now wait a minute. Dud matches with no rating. Why isn't Goldberg v Lesnar on there?
I don't know.
Because that match didn't get a rating.
Yeah, these were awful. Oh. 2015, 2 duds. Bound for Glory 2015, it was a gauntlet for the gold match?
Well, that sounds interesting. How could they mess it up?
It had Brodus Clay.
That's how.
That's how
Yeah. It had Al Snow, Jesse Goders, I don't know who his name is, Abyss, Tommy Dreamer, Mr. Anderson, Chris Melendez, Robbie E, Eli Drake.
I saw a wonderful sales paper typo once. Advertised turkey smoked bratwurst.
Nice.
Bratwurst?
Number one, ice cream versus pineapples. Orange pineapple ice cream.
But bro, ice cream wins every day.
That's why I said orange pineapple ice cream. It's a flavor.
But cookie dough, bro.
Yes.
Are you a flavor?
What flavor is your cat?
Freaking iGen.
What flavor is your flavor?
Hickey Thunder, you read
Okay,
that
so I'm
wrong.
looking at
Oops.
2011. 2 on -1. One I did not expect for Dave Meltzer to even give -1. Because I was expecting him to give it so much more than that.
What, Victory Road 2011, Jeff Hardy versus Sting?
Yes.
Victory Road.
Wait, he only gave that
that,
-1?
That match deserved minus 1,500,000.
Excuse me, is Sting... Are they gonna have a Pokemon battle?
To be honest, a Pokemon battle would have been more entertaining than what actually went down.
Oh, it's got a point.
Although now I wonder what kind of Pokemon Sting and Jeff Hardy would both use.
God. -1 star, Hardcore Justice 2011, Winter versus Mickey James. and the rest of giant duds.
Honestly, I think personally, what time is it? It's near 6.
It is almost 6.
I think I've been going for a little while, nearly 4 hours. I think I'm gonna probably end the stream here. I'm kind of want to relax now, and I'm gonna be having dinner shortly, anyways. More
So
than
next
likely.
time we meet together, it'll be more high stakes.
Yep,
Huzzah!
Will the stakes be even higher?
probably.
The stakes will probably be hotter. I don't know about higher though.
Okay.
So yeah, you better stay tuned for the higher of the stakes. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for at least keeping it over 10 viewers today. That's pretty impressive. I mean, we got up to 19 once, which was awesome.
It did dip down to 9 once.
Oh, well, I'm looking at it now.
But
It's not at 9.
9's like 10, right?
Right?
Nine's like 20.
Hit 20.
One day we will hit.
24.
I'm hoping we'll get up to an average of 20 viewers. That would be sweet.
I mean, you almost hit 20 today.
That is true. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll probably be back. Maybe Sunday or Monday, one of those 2 days. And then we'll continue with high stakes, and should be fun and good for the whole card nerds.
Weird.
Yes, I agree. But yeah, thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch all of you over on the next one. And for those of you who've been watching on YouTube, well, thank you for watching, and you already know the rest. Also, near 4 hour stream and no dropped frames. That's another bonus. Bye bye.
Hopefully I won't be late to this next one.
Well, you're barely late this time.